What on, my people? Them big up to all my kings and queens watching live or on the playback, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. We are European champions. Let's not forget that. What
Right.
on, my European brother, my brethren? How does one do on this day? Are you
Bro,
good?
what say you? I'm absolutely fantastic, fabuloso. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of already having that kind of preseason fatigue. I just want to get the season going, start lamping man, in their forehead. So yeah, bro, I'm good. We got the Gooners tomorrow, so looking forward to slapping them up. I don't really give a damn what anyone says. And yeah, I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Back like cook crack, man. Like we never left. Let's bring on our guests. Wow, is he offline? What's going on? Let me remove him. Let me try again. Toon Tactics, you there? Oh, I can't see him. I think he's having some technical. So as he's not there in the building at the moment, we might as well just have a little chat with ourselves. Obviously, the North London Derby is upon us. We're on the eve of the North London Derby. So how's your feelings going into it, bro?
Bro, I have to say, had we got the Morgan Gibbs White deal over the line, then I would have been quietly optimistic. I have to say I'm really not looking forward to it, and it's not that I don't think you can read too much into preseason. Uh, Thomas Frank needs time to first and foremost work out his best 11, and once he's worked out his best 11, he needs time for that to gel.
Mm.
But looking at how our preseason has gone so far, I can't lie, we've looked dusty. The only promising light has been two players, Viskovic and Kudus, really. Apart from that, everyone else has been looking stale. And Arsenal, on the other hand, they've been looking good. Do you get me? They do what they do. And with the signing of Gyökeres and shirt sales and all of that, they're going to be buoyed by that, shaking their bums violently. So I can see us losing tomorrow. But that's tomorrow's result is not a measure of how Spurs will perform in the season. I think if we get three or four players before the end of the transfer window, I think it could still be a good season. But as for tomorrow, the game has come a little bit too quick, given
Mm.
given the lack of business that we've done.
I'm gonna come back to you on that one because nope, let's stay with you. I was gonna say I had a guess, but he's disappeared again. But yeah, just staying on that point, like obviously it's a friendly, but obviously to the fans it means more. I think that's what it is. As you said before, Thomas Frank's going to be looking at his team. He's going to be figuring out who goes where and who goes what. And I think it will be a game of two halves, meaning that you'll see the strong team out, maybe the first 45 or 50 minutes. And I think maybe towards the 75th minute, 70th minute, he will switch it up. And I'm pretty sure Arsenal will do the same because at the end of the day, it is pre-season. But I do have a guess and he's sorted out his technicals. Toon Tactics TV.
Crazy, it's crazy, man. How are you guys doing?
I don't know.
Big up, big up to you, gentlemen.
Is the
Always a
EE all right? Have you paid the bill or the Virgin?
oh, not again.
Oh, it's mad, isn't it? It's crazy, bro. They might need to talk to the owners, man. I heard the owners want to move to different pastures. I'm hearing that they want to come to Tottenham. The Newcastle owners. I don't know. What's
Yeah,
going
man, they're more than welcome. They should come over and they should obviously bring their wallets, their handbags, whatever it is. They should do what they need to do. What I was gonna say though, Ashmatic, is that I would like Spurs to start strong tomorrow. Because I feel like maybe the first half, if we start strong, it will be a good measure of how far we've progressed. Let's be honest, both games we weren't involved last season in the
on?
North London derbies. Even if we were to be 0-0 at half time, 1-0 at half time, that's for me, that's already a step in the right direction. I think it would be unrealistic for any Spurs fans to be expecting a win, regardless of who it is. But I would like to see Frank Ball, and I would like to see Tottenham compete at a level where you can take more positives than negatives, so that we know that with refinement and time, things could be looking good. Because right now, I'm not trying to judge man too early, but it does look stale. But stale could just be the the method in the madness. Do you know what I mean? In the chaos, he knows what he's doing, and he already knows what his strongest lineup is.
You know what? I'll say something before I introduce my guest. On that point, he's got a lot of coaching to do. Do you understand? A lot of these players, in my opinion, they're going to need coaching, and a lot of them weren't coached last season. So
Yeah.
that's going to take time in itself. So I'm not saying we're starting again from scratch. These are the same players. We've had them before that manager came in. But at the same time, his ideas, his philosophy, what he wants to do is going to take time to kind of manifest. Anyway, let me talk to my other guest then. Right. Preach. What are you telling me?
One.
Oh, go on. You got certain youngsters running amok, I see.
Rav, you want to start? You want to start there, fam?
I don't know, because I got Olu here. He's got a couple youngsters as well, isn't it?
That you is from
Yeah.
there, that one.
You know R1, you get me? Because my R1, last season, sparked just a little light, just a little lighter fluid. You
Hold on,
get
hold
me?
on, hold on. Hey, first of all, I got a new mic. How's it sounding?
Yeah. It sounds all right.
Yeah,
We can hear you. We can hear you.
You gave my voice here sounding kind of crisp in it now. Yeah,
Hey,
listen.
pause, man. But yeah, go on. Do your thing.
First of all, preach. That's not your youngster. Yeah, that's from Chelsea. Don't claim him. I don't want none of this nonsense lying. Okay, Rio is from London. He's not from Liverpool. So
So my bro,
settle.
so my he's even
Yeah.
he's
It
even
doesn't
more
matter.
close. He's
It
even
doesn't
more
matter.
closer to heart for me, but
Nah,
he's even more
settle
close.
down. Settle down. You can't claim him. Nah,
Even more closer to heart because he's like one of me. You get me? Like he's one of them, but he's one of me here. You get me?
all
Fam?
right,
I'm
all right.
loving.
I hear that. I hear that. No, I hear
Yeah,
that.
no,
No,
but he's not. Do you know what?
evening, everyone.
I'm happy about it though, man. It's been a while. We need one of the youngsters. You get me? We need a wonder kid.
And he's gonna be that guy for you, yeah. Big up, obviously CP there. See you there, man. Chinks, what you saying? You good?
What's happening, lad? You good?
Yeah, man. We're blessed, man. Obviously, just bringing Olu there. Obviously, we're talking about the kids at the moment. The children are our future. Raise them well and let them lead the way, innit? But one of your own's gone to Liverpool, and Preach seems very happy, innit? Like he's
Huh?
Who?
not. Oh, sorry, not one of your own. Sorry, my bad. Preach has got one of his kids doing up things. He come from Chelsea, innit? Was it from
You gotta
Chelsea?
say that. You gotta say that
Yeah,
properly,
from
bro.
Chelsea. He's a Chelsea,
Yeah,
innit?
sort that one out. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta
He
say
got a
that
bit nervous there, innit? I was like,
properly.
who?
My
What?
I've
Yeah,
already been on that Facebook thing, bro. I can't. YouTube can't be killing me as well, bro. I said one of these kids.
yeah, yeah. Listen. Disclaimer, innit? The wonder, you know. But anyway, Bom, like you've got a player as well, a young player in Max Dowman. I don't know if you've not seen him or you know much about him.
He ain't all that. He ain't all that, man.
Nah, you see you smiling. I don't know. Is that genuine? I don't
He ain't
know.
all that, man.
Next season.
You said next season, yeah?
Yeah. Let him get them little cameos this season.
Yeah. Listen, you ain't gonna see him for listen, enjoy watching him this preseason because Arteta ain't gonna play him.
Oh, fair enough.
He ain't gonna play him, man. I mean, and also he's 50. Listen, the guy hasn't done his GCSEs yet.
He's going back to school soon.
You get me?
September.
Like he has to go. Like he has to be in school by what 9 o'clock.
Facts.
Like
Tear
so let you get me. So let's settle down a little bit. Like pump the brake. I would say pump the brakes, man.
You say
15.
you can't even watch this pod now. It's too late for him. Is that one of them ones?
Facts.
That's his
I big up
bedtime.
the chat though. He's saying it's not looking good. Yeah, let me chill as well. But we got a couple youngsters as well doing GCSEs. I can't lie, man. Innit, Dej? Got a couple youngsters doing their thing.
There's a couple.
Yeah, man. We got this guy.
Bissouma is not 17. Relax. Okay?
Nah,
This is crazy.
he keep that balloon popping, black brother out of your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Nah, I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about we got a guy called Tenyon Taylor. I mean Taylor.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Tenyon Thompson.
Yeah.
Tenyon Thompson. Sorry.
Who the fuck is that guy? Only tell me we don't want to hear this shit, man. That's about their shit,
You got
youngsters.
a young Voskovic as well.
We got the cream of the
What have they
crop.
done? What have they done?
Voskovic is gonna. Hey, listen, he's been banging in goals, bro. Pre-season, he's a defender, but where he's from,
Crazy.
he
That don't
smacked
make sense.
7 goals. He was scoring more goals than Yamal before December. I'm just saying.
Your miles crazy.
I'm just saying it. He's a defender. I'm not
Crazy.
going mad. I'm just saying what happened, did it? I don't know. Yeah,
I
don't wanna
appreciate
talk
you
too
taking the
crazy.
high ground, Olu, man. Because you know all the stuff we get kicked and thrown in our face about they won this trophy and all of this stuff, and when they get to be shameless and take the piss. The one realm where we get to take the piss, I like to see that you didn't do it. That's mature of you. Because I don't know who the fuck they're talking about in comparison to our youngsters. I don't know who these niggas are.
You don't watch Tottenham. You don't watch us. You don't know my team.
Hey, don't nobody watch Tottenham.
Tops, man.
People be watching Tottenham tomorrow.
Listen.
What's that? Did you?
People will be watching Tottenham tomorrow when we play in the North London derby, the first of its kind outside of the country. People will be watching. Look, the truth is, I'm not going to lie, our youngsters ain't saying nothing compared to you man's youngsters. And that, for me, is a damning indictment on our academy system because the youngsters that were saying something, we sold. Marcus Edwards, we sold. Madueke, funny enough, we sold. So You know what I mean? So Tottenham need to fix that up. But yeah, we don't have the likes of Wanyeri, Miles Lewis Kelly, this young youth.
Kelly's
What Chelsea are bringing through, City's bringing. Everyone seems to be bringing through someone, but us. You know what I mean? Because even Viskovic, we bought him. We didn't develop him through our academy.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Viskovic is a bad man. Trust me. You know that.
You not got a player called Biscuits.
I was just gonna say
What tea did he come with?
You get out of here.
Does he come with Yorkshire
Hey,
tea?
what's up, huh?
Vitties.
Don't worry about Viskovic. You will know. If you don't know now,
Yeah,
you
you're
will
laughing
know.
now. You're laughing now, but watch.
Is it
Yeah,
a defender? Is it a defender?
Yeah,
you
he's
want?
a defender, and he's got the potential to be. Like,
Is it who did he score against?
serious.
Was it Wickham?
It was Reading.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's been scoring. He's been scoring where he was on loan pretty much last season. He got about 9 or 10 goals at playing centre back. So
I
he's
hear
a
that.
goal scoring centre back, which I think Tottenham have been missing.
English.
And
Huh? Say again?
Where's he from?
he's
You're
Croatian.
breaking up. You're breaking up. It's crazy.
He's Croatian.
From?
He's Croatian.
What
Preach,
nationality?
Preach got that
Give me a
Jamaican VPN, boy.
And you know he's got a VPN on. You know it. That's the only way you can get on the hub nowadays.
Yeah. We got Mikey Moore as well, but we put him out on loan still to get some more time, more minutes. But yeah, he's
He sounds like a magician.
He's on fire. All right, Jake. All right. Hey, big up too. Are you all right now? Yeah.
I hope so, man. We'll see how long the camera holds out for, man.
Mental, but you can borrow mine still. I've got a camera. Yeah.
Oh, I'll take it.
Send it through the post if I can.
Yeah, man. Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Use
Man.
your phone. Why don't you use your phone?
Yeah. Use your phone. Yeah, for real.
Use my phone.
Yeah, I'm using my phone.
2025, bro. Yeah.
Is it?
Well, what
Like
phone
an
you have?
app you can download on your computer.
Android.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's basically a PC.
That's true, actually. That's true.
Yeah, just pop it to the sideways, get the little lamp behind it, and you're good, man.
Big up to you guys, man. Big up Preach, Olu.
All right, let's talk about Newcastle before we.
Crazy. Crazy.
What's that? Why's that crazy, bro? Bro, I'm all locked up as well. No,
That's not even want to be present.
What is going on?
Crazy. You know when you're doing something quietly and someone tries to bait you up.
Look at Olu. Perping is like Peps in his lips.
I'm ready.
Crazy.
Deji, you know what Deji just did, in the back room? Do you guys watch UFC? Have you seen this famous scene with Corey and John Jones in the back room? And like John Jones, you know I'm going to come in there, I'm going to kill you, right?
Yeah.
Tell me I'll kill you.
I was like, all right, cool. You know that's never going to happen, right?
To be fair, we are playing Newcastle on Sunday as well, so.
So?
He's
saying like I should be scared. Oh, shimmer me timbers. I'm
That's crazy.
playing Tottenham in Singapore.
You should be scared, bro.
Bro.
Listen, Deji, you started off we were talking about Arsenal. You were like, the first thing you said is, yeah, we're going to smack them up. By the end of the time of your analysis, you're like, no, we're going to get smacked up. So I'm really worried about what you think you're going to do to us. Like.
I mean, look, I was waiting for the clock to at least hit 45 minutes, but since you went into it too, we might as well. Look, last season I had to sit here and endure this whole praising of Newcastle. You know, they won a Carabao Cup.
Yeah. This is going to be good.
You know, midfield is one of the best midfields that we've ever seen since sliced bread.
Better than yours.
So the whole fiasco that is going on with Isak is what I was trying to tell you, bro. And thank goodness for Isak. Thank God for Isak. Isak has looked around the changing room and said, "This is one. I can't stick. I'm not sticking around. This low mentality. This."
Really?
So he wants to jump ship. He wants to
jump
go
to
to a
Spurs?
big team and do big things.
Like Spurs, right?
Sorry for that, but yeah.
I'm asking you
Like
two.
Spurs, yeah?
I'm asking you two. If winning the Carabao Cup really put the winning mentality,
yeah,
and walk one for that now. Where is the winning mentality in Newcastle? because your big players want to go, bro.
So one
Your
big
big
player.
players want to go before it's even started.
So one big player.
man.
You know what? I'll be finished now.
Sure.
I'm gonna send out my apologies to Tottenham fans in the beginning. This ain't about you. This is about Deji, right? Because it makes it really difficult for me to.
It's too
It
going
makes it
low.
really difficult for me to talk to you guys.
All of us.
I
It's got a
respect.
disclaimer.
I respect the rival show, incredible channel. So all what I'm about to say is nothing to do with Tottenham. It is about Tottenham, but it's about Deji and Tottenham. Tottenham are basically hostages. They got Stockholm syndrome. They think they're the big guys. You know when you see the crowd of bullies, and amongst those crowd of bullies, they don't have to bully everybody else, but amongst those bullies, is there one little bully that, even among them, that when they ain't got no one to bully, they smack that little bully. That's you, Tottenham. That's you who they smack. When Chinks gets angry and he's got no one to talk about, he'll talk about Tottenham and give them a slap. When Preach is angry and he can't take it out on anybody, he looks at Tottenham and he gives them a smack. When Olu can't he's had a bad day at work, he looks around for a Spurs fan.
Olu's a nice
gives them a smack.
Olu's a nice smack.
And you know what it is from you, Deji? What you're giving me right now? What you're giving me right now is trauma projection. You've been traumatized by the Big Six telling you what you're telling me. We thought you was a big club. We thought you was all that. And you're just projecting it on me. This is like your hour to shine. This is the limelights are on, the stage is set, the crowd is watching. And now all this pent-up frustration, all these years of trauma, the Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, all of them have been putting upon you. Now this is your hour to shine. So Deji, this is your 15 minutes.
Okay.
Take it away.
2 years I've been waiting for this side to pop out of you, you know, fam. I've been saying you're like this. I knew you were that guy. You've done it once a day.
Don't fucking ultra play, bro.
What are you on, Sam?
What the ultra play, Mo? What are you read? Fantastic.
Yeah, he had that prepared. He did homework on that one. Yeah. He said the moment one of these Spurs niggas says
his palms is ready, mom's spaghetti. You want to say something, but he can't get it out.
He's got another verse. Oh, shit.
Reggie, this is your prep time. Come on now.
We like minutes, so that's why we allow you to
go on.
But the truth of the matter, I've always found it difficult dealing with you at the moment, because you, man, were never part of the table. Last year, you flattered to deceive. You tried to pretend that you were on the night's table, but you weren't really on the night's table. You've actually done the one thing that you ain't done in 70 years. You won a trophy, and then all of your players wanted to bust out, and now you're upset. Your main guy, Isak, wants to leave. You know once Isak leaves, you man are done for.
Is it?
You man are no longer involved in the top 6 battle, bro. You might as well go back to where you came from. Like that. You get what I'm saying? Because you were never part of the big boys, bro. So for me, for me personally, you should be out here asking us what we want to drink, bro. Legitly, you know, with your little tray.
Is that it?
What does man then want to drink? What do you want to eat? That kind of thing. Serving
projection. Because
you were never
this table that you're talking about.
Even when you won the Carabao Cup. Even when you won the Carabao Cup, you didn't even know what to do with yourself, bro. Let's be real.
Come on, Deji, come on now, trophy talk. Are you going to be doing that trophy talk for me, Deji? Deji, come on, man.
You said this.
Behave yourself, Deji.
Can I ask you a legit question?
What table are you sitting on? Let me ask you a legit question. Let me ask you a legit question. Just in this.
Please, let me ask you this question.
This Big Six table. You're sitting on the Big Six table.
Hold on.
You're sitting on the baby seat. You're sitting with the same thing on. When Peach wants to feed you, he does the airplane thing. Here's the trophy. That's what you get. And then they give you a slap and you just behave yourself. Behave yourself. And again, I have to apologize. I have to apologize to Tottenham fans because it's not about Tottenham. It's all about Deji. This is all about Deji. It's not Tashmatic. It's not DJ. It's all about Tottenham fans. You think you can do this to me?
bro.
You do this to me. Deji.
Can you explain to me? You
There's
know
nothing
when you won the Carabao Cup
You
and you
finished
said this
17th.
brings a winning
I
That's
brought
not fair.
5
Twins
goals
backs
past
overpowering
you. I brought
Deji's.
5 goals past you in 20 minutes. Sit down, bro.
Let me do my.
I smacked you home and away last season.
I want to ask you one question,
Every time I played you,
please.
when we did our
Aye.
preseason,
I can.
Let Reggie respond.
you were saying,
Let Reggie
please,
respond. Let him
what's
respond.
the scoreline going to be?
He's
Please don't let Joe Linton play.
Can we
Please don't
mute
let Joe
him because
Linton
he's
play.
deflecting,
Please don't
He's
let
not
Isak
allowed
play.
to-
Now you're here. Deji, this is your
Mute
moment to
this guy,
shine,
bro.
bro. What's
Bro,
going
mute
on?
this
You're looking
guy.
uneasy in your seat. The children
This
are
guy.
looking at you. Is this my
I'm
dad?
gonna ask you a
Is it
question
him?
right now.
What the
And he
kids
wants
are
me to be
doing.
a Spurs fan. No.
Let me ask the question, bro.
Come on, bro. Bring it home.
Ask man about Isaac. You start mentioning your kids.
Go on. Bring it back to Isak again. Go on. Don't waste people's time because
When
they've
you
come
won
to
the
hear
Carabao
football.
Cup,
They've
you were
come to
telling
hear the
me.
football, but you're giving them the banter.
Oh
You're
my
the
days!
banter
Let me
guy.
ask my
We're
question,
waiting.
bro. Why you don't run? Don't get scared, bro. I haven't
go on.
asked you anything yet.
The floor is
You're
yours.
moving like one of them. You're moving like the man them on road now, where I'm approaching you and you're acting shook. You ain't even allowed me to say what I needed to say, bro. It's all right. The question I have is not loaded. You said winning a trophy brings a winning mentality. Can you explain what you meant by that? And is your club acting the way you expected them to act? Are they acting like a team that having won a trophy is bringing a winning mentality? Yes or no?
Okay. So when we won the trophy, what date was that? It was in February, right? We was outside the top 5. We had injuries galore, and we still managed to get over the line and we got the Champions League. Where did you finish, Joe Deji?
Bro, don't worry. I'm in the
Don't worry
Champions
about
League.
you, because
I want to know how
Let me
you
ask you something, because you lined us up for all this
explain
long
what
question.
winning mentality
You know when like people like Ash, when they do like physical training for people, people can visibly see looking at Ash like the guy is a physical guy, like he's trained. I can take exercise advice from him. When they look at a Spurs fan trying to tell me how to win trophies and winning mentality, they look at you like a guy that's just got flabby skin,
Right,
is
it's impossible.
overweight, and is
It's
telling them how to do press ups.
impossible. You
You
can't
can't
even say that.
give me this conversation,
You can't
Deji.
say that because I won a bigger
This
trophy
isn't-
than you, bro. You cannot say that.
Come on,
I won a
respect
bigger
yourself.
trophy than you.
Look,
I
I've
won a
been
bigger
very
trophy
nice.
than you.
I've
How
been
can you
very
say that?
complimentary about your trophy.
That's a
Everybody
lie
knows
argument,
that
bro.
is
That's
the
a
worst
lie
cup
argument.
final in
Don't
history.
tell
And
me,
it's quite
is your
obvious.
club
It's
acting
quite
like a
obvious.
club
It's
that has
quite
a winning mentality? Yes or
Okay,
no?
give me an example of what you're
Yes
winning.
or no? Are you acting
What
like
is
a
a winning
club with a
mentality?
winning mentality?
Define. What do you want us to do at transfer? What do you want us to do?
I want to know Work One.
What do
Are
you
you
want us to
acting
do?
like a club with a winning
What do
mentality?
you want us to do? What do you want us to win? What are we going to win in
He wants
the
you to keep
season?
Isak. That's what I think he's trying to allude to. I think because you lot are looking like you're
Tag
going to lose
team,
Isak.
crazy.
He knows. He's just trying to deflect.
Okay, so what
So
do
I
you
think
want
that's
us
what he's getting at.
Okay, so if a bigger club, if Real Madrid come to you for
This is not Real Madrid. This is
who's the
Liverpool.
star player at Tottenham? Tell me, is it Solanke?
These are your peers, bro.
Who's the star player?
These are your
Liverpool are
peers.
peers. Preach, don't have that.
These are your peers.
That.
Are you not a peer? These are your peers, bro.
You're
Stop it,
drowning,
man.
bro.
Just answer the
You're
question
drowning,
whether
bro.
your club is
You're-
moving like they got a winning
You're
mentality.
drowning.
That's what I
What
wanted
do
to
you want us to do? What do you want us
Hey, Mitch came with the rose, you know.
He's got a yak. He's got a yak. He's got a yak.
Yeah, both of you man, they got drinks, but see how I've changed.
He come with the boss energy,
I
like.
said I'm gonna need a drink for this one.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was gonna wait till Toon was finished because he was cooking, but I was just like, right, go.
Jeez.
Maybe
Is that it, Deji?
my man's deflecting.
You
I
did
just
all
want
of
to
that.
know your club
Nearly
acting like
30 minutes to ask us
winning
about
mentality.
mentality.
That's all. I wasn't even trying to beef you. I was just genuinely concerned as a friend,
Okay, so
and I wanted to know what you lot
tell
were
us,
doing about it.
what would Tottenham do in this situation? Go on, express us winning mentality.
Don't answer a question
Don't
with
get-
a question. Just answer.
I don't know what you want me to say. We're in season. We're not playing football. What do you want us to do with Isak? What do you want us to do with him right now?
If you're a big club with a
Yes.
winning mentality, you keep
Yes.
him.
We say that again.
If you're a big club with a winning mentality, you would keep him, no?
Oh gosh, goodness.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Jeez. Please, can a big club please do something?
Preach, I want to know why Isak wants to leave since they're since the winning mentality, since they're in the Champions League, since they're one of the big boys. Why does he want to leave then?
Yeah, you see, that's where you're falling in place. Like, you're talking to the wrong guy. I've never come on this show and said Newcastle are bigger than Liverpool or bigger than Chelsea. I never come on this show talking that stuff. That's why it falls flat, Deji. Leave that to the other channels you go on for banter. This is serious football talk.
Okay, serious football talk in what sense?
Goodness gracious, mate. I just explained it to you. Do I have to do it again?
Yeah, bro, but I'm giving you what you've been saying on this channel, and you're just.
What have I been saying, Deji? Go on.
Bloody question, innit?
What have I been saying?
Answer the bloody question, innit?
What question?
Are you moving like a big
Bloody tell me something.
To be fair,
then accept your place, innit?
now, to be fair, I know Tune's agenda.
Deji's had enough.
I know Tune's agenda.
Bro, that's all it was.
I know Tune's agenda.
What's my agenda?
Wait. Newcastle about what? What we know about
the
them,
top
Dej?
six
What
cartel.
Newcastle
It's the
know
top six cartel teams.
So basically,
This is Tottenham agenda.
Wait, one person at a time. Go on,
you
please.
trying to educate man that you man had arrived, that you were on the table and you were doing
Okay.
it. And we were respecting it.
My panel here.
We were all congratulating.
You guys know me. You've heard me. Have I ever come? Have I Chase?
When we not congratulating,
Have I ever come to you guys?
You won the
You guys
Carabao.
we won the Carabao Cup. We're bigger than Arsenal now. You guys can't chat to us.
What are you
Wait.
talking
Can I
about?
just add something here? It was never Tottenham's respect we wanted. Like, we've got the respect from the teams we want. Like, Preach and like the Arsenal fans are calm with us. You're worried because we're taking your place. We're actually solidifying a place in the top
Tune's
six,
agenda.
and we'll deserve to be there. You're the first one out. That's why you've got a problem here.
Bro, Tottenham had an off season under Ange. Ange is gone. There's no way Newcastle. If you not lose Isak,
You had an off season, but we've been slapping you up since the takeover. So it's not
do you
just been an
think
off
you can
season.
finish above Spurs this season?
Yes, 100%.
That's hogwash, mate. Hogwash.
Ah,
No, you don't even believe what you're saying.
I know what I'm saying is fact. It's not even a
You don't
belief.
even believe what you're saying, bro. But
I
let's
know what I'm saying is true. There's no
I-
belief
I-
to it.
You
I
are
know.
rubbish, man, like the
I'm
weather in
sure
your
it will happen.
I just wanted
Hold
to
on.
ask one question. Does anyone know any players on the K Stars 11? Because
Uh-oh.
it's kind of peak. You know, I couldn't
Huh?
recognize any names on that K Stars
Oh.
11. You know,
Are we going to banter in preseason games? Yeah.
London. Listen, I told you. Look, I said it was a glorified cardio session. You said, "Oh, you know, you get to see tactics."
You
Now
get to
it's
see
hard.
shape. You get to see
No,
shape and
Mitch.
stuff like
It's
that.
Mitch.
Oh.
Tune. So you know, listen, my beef with you is going to start real soon. Okay, don't worry about that.
We'll see
You're
you in
thugs,
game
alright?
week 4, Olu. Game week 4,
You're
we'll
thugs,
see you.
okay?
We'll be there.
Oh, crap.
Game week 4. Worry
We're
about
not
that.
finished. Can we move on? Are you finished, bro? Is
So,
that it?
no, so basically, no, the narrative, I'll just give a little lowdown for those who don't know. The narrative at the moment is Newcastle, big club, went to approach Cunha, he went to Man United, went to approach
started from
Mbrumo,
there.
went to Man United, went to get João Pedro, he went Chelsea, went to get Trafford, he went to Man City. This off the top of the dome. I can't remember all of them.
Yeah.
Obviously, now they're in a little battle with Manchester United. They're trying to get a certain Sesko. Where do you not think Sesko goes? Do you think, they go to Newcastle? Or do you think he goes to Man United?
It's a 50-50 one. And all of them ones you've just reeled off have gone to bigger legacy clubs than us. And they paid more money, both in wages than transfer fees, than we wanted. I could have done the shameless thing and gone, you went for Morgan Gibbs White and he signed a new contract to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, I suspect to hear that name.
Yeah, I hear it still.
If we were doing that, we could do that. But we're
Morgan
going to
Gibbs White, if he signed a 3-year contract, I'd be like, rah, what's going on here? But the fact that he signed a 1-year thing, sounds like he was getting like Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying? He got the knife in the back. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really sign a long-term contract. It was just a year extension. So it sounds a bit fishy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, so, go on. I'll just say that for me, in terms of like breaking all these down, okay, people can merge it all together and say it's the same, fine. But not all of these transfers are the same. When you say you went for Cunha, we didn't go for Cunha in the sense of like we went for João Pedro. So the guys that we went for, like, and some of them are market opportunities. Yes, we lost out to Chelsea for João Pedro, Dean Huijsen to Real Madrid. Trafford is he went to Man City, and there was a fourth one. I forgot who it was.
Wemo?
Not in Buemo, like
Wissa?
I keep on telling Man United fans think we're scared of rejection. Like we like said to them, all winnings painted 40 million. They wanted 50 million, and we moved on. That's all it was. That's how it was with a lot of these deals.
Well, can I ask a real question? Can I ask a real question though? Are you not like worried or upset that your Isak is on the move, or is that?
No.
Is
I'm
that
a little
like
bit pissed off the way he's going about it. I'm not worried or upset. I would say all of them things that we've just discussed is us moving like a big club. We're moving. We're trying to make the big moves, but people are just paying a little bit more money to get the deal done. Like if we weren't moving like a big club, we wouldn't even be bothering with these players. We're trying to make the jump. It hasn't come off yet.
But do you not think that some of these players are thinking maybe, like, because I would have thought
you're right there, Deji. You're right.
I don't. Listen, honestly, I'm real rap here. I would have thought that players would have thought Newcastle are a more attractive destination than Manchester United. But I do hear the legacy chat. But the fact that you've got Champions League and you finished above them and you won a cup, then they're like choosing Man United. Doesn't that feel like a kick in the teeth?
It's not enough. Like if it's not enough, it's not enough. It's not like anything down to us. It's on the player. And if you talk to both Cunha, but Cunha's a Man United fan, I think Mbeumo might be as well. It's not a thing. Like if that happens, that happens. The simple answer to that is that we've got to continue winning. That's all it is, and continue building that. It's not a thing.
And I'm pretty sure both of them, we turned around and we didn't want to pay the fee they wanted. It wasn't like we were 50-50 in a race and they had to pick the same deal between Newcastle and Man United.
Mitch,
that was never the case.
Can I ask a serious question? Now, no jokes or anything. Are you worried that PIF are not as involved, especially since you lost Stavely as a CEO, right? So it feels like Newcastle are right now rudderless without a CEO sort of steering the ship, and a lot is on Eddie Howe.
Do you know the background, the structure of our club? What's happened to us?
So the reason I sort of heard some things in the past, which is why I wanted to sort of ask.
Okay. So let me educate you. Our CEO has blood cancer, so he's had to step down. Ooh. Our sports director, second day of the transfer window, decided to leave. Nobody knows why he did that, but he's left. So Eddie's house has to take over. If you want to look historically at Dan Ashworth, he was talking to Man United whilst he's working with us. So it's not a situation where PIF we can't be bothered to get a CEO, we can't be bothered to get a sports director. If these things have happened to you, where both directors, one's betrayed the club, the other one's left us in the greatest period of time,
and blood cancer as well.
That's the CEO who's got blood cancer. I forgive them for taking their time to finding a new sports director and taking their time with it. If they rushed into it, that's when it's panic and that's when it's worse. Now, having said all of that, it doesn't make things easy for Eddie Howe. He has to pick up the slack as well as get the team going and as well as be making phone calls, getting people involved and getting these players. But that's the situation that we're in.
And on top of that, sorry, Olu, and that season when everybody said we bottled it, the Queen died as well, but no one cares about that. Sorry, go on, Olu.
Exactly.
I was going to say, though, but isn't it worrying that if you look at PIF's investments in things such as the Club World Cup, Live Golf, all those things that they actually properly spending time and putting money into, right?
Yeah.
Like Newcastle doesn't seem that high in the totem pole in terms of importance from what I can see right now. Now, it might be different.
What do you know about
I've heard that was a real question, Olu. It sounds like a dig, bro.
No,
it's not. It's a dig. No, it's not a dig. No, the reason why I said I've heard that.
Just saying.
I was listening to something.
They've spent just to get Newcastle over the line. They first had to spend £1 billion paying off this pirate fee for Saudi Arabia. Then they paid 350 million to get the club. Now they have to get this. Sorry. Then
they spend more on Ronaldo than they spent on Newcastle so far.
Is that what you? Is that the joke he was waiting to lay up? Like?
No.
You're wind up, Olu. You're fucking wind up.
No, it's Ronaldo.
He had that there the whole time.
Slow walk to me, though.
Hands up. This is no joke. The reason why I say this is that obviously PIF is trying to build the popularity of Saudi Arabia, right?
How much have they spent on Newcastle, Oli?
This is less than 600 million from what
No,
Wow, you're well off.
you're well off.
I don't know. Forget a billion. I'm talking about just in
Oh,
terms
forget
of.
let's
Yeah,
forget the casual
forget the
billion. Yeah,
billion
why
they
not
spent.
do
Let's
that?
just
Yeah,
take that away.
yeah,
Let's just
let's
take
take
that
that
away.
away.
I'm talking about direct investments. Direct investments in Newcastle.
That's why
It's
they
a
spent the
direct
money to
investment.
take over in Newcastle.
Okay,
They
okay.
had to spend the billion to take over Newcastle.
Okay,
All right,
so okay. One question then:
Mhm.
Where else that they could have spent money haven't they spent money yet?
Right.
Obviously, the team.
Training
How?
facilities.
How?
Oh, jeez Louise, bro.
We've upgraded training facilities. We've upgraded the training facilities massively since they've came in.
We're building a new stadium. We just signed off.
But yeah, we've signed off.
I-
Yeah, we've signed off the design of the new stadium and where it's going to be. Like
90,000
we're trying to
capacity.
spend
I
on the
think you lot
team,
just
but we're
need to-
restrained by PSR.
I
Everywhere
think you lot
but
need to
pitch.
just.
They
He was right on the team.
bought half of Newcastle Airport.
Go on,
Yeah,
go on, preach. Go on,
You
preach.
lot need to. I think you lot sell Isak and just get a bunch of quality, at least 3 quality players in that are around
get players.
40.
Jesus.
We need to
Jesus
get players
can go
before we do that. We're not. It'll be outstandingly stupid for us. We don't. Osola. Do you know who Osola is? Does anybody know who Osola is?
No.
He's
Yeah, he was in Mortal Kombat.
right. Exactly.
Sorry.
Get over here.
He's on our front line because we don't have a forward, so we can't sell.
No, but the reason why I say you can, is because you've still got a lot. You've got a lot to offer. A 40 million, a 50 million player. What I'm saying is, I'm taking the mick a little, but that's what got you to where you are now, bro.
He's doing the Coutinho one.
The problem is,
them
40, 50
that's
million
what
players
got
become
you.
60
What I'm
mil.
saying is, that's what got you to where you are now.
Don't
And now
have any forwards. The guys in Real Sociedad in the training ground.
no one knew who Isak was until you lot.
Whoa, easy now.
No, but we didn't know who he was until you lot got him.
You know, I understand what you're saying.
Was
Right?
that
Thank
Thomas, to
you.
be fair?
What I'm saying to you is, though, we're not going to sell him when we have no forwards. We don't have any forwards, my brother.
No, but you will get one, innit? You
No,
don't have no
but then
forwards.
we lose-
You're trying to go for names. That's
No,
what I'm trying to
we
say.
lose-
All the big names, okay, cool. You can't
He
get the
said
big
slow
names.
down on that. You reckon they need to slow down and calm down on the big names? Just get someone in.
You lot are known. You lot are known for getting quality players unknown. Like you can do it. You might not have done it as you might not have done it as much as like Brighton,
Jeez,
but you lot have done it. You get me? You lot have changed your whole thing.
us a
And you're
name.
reaching out for big
Give
names
us
now.
a name.
And I'm just saying, you're reaching out for big
Oh,
names
yeah.
now. And there's
We
other
saw.
teams.
He said get a Wisa.
Lauren Robert.
Like Wisa, right? Like Wisa, right? Look what's happening to Wisa. He's doing the same thing that Isak's doing.
Yeah, but but I'm saying he's already in the Premier. He's already in the Premier League.
Let's call him a vulture.
He's already in the Premier League, innit? So he might understand. I'm saying just get someone quality Brazilian, unknown Brazilian.
Stop begging. It's disgusting.
I'm not like, you stay there. You see what I'm saying to you? Like, 2 seasons, bro. I've been waiting.
That comeback was easy.
2 seasons.
You're not helping, bro.
Hey, no, it's mad because basically,
You just said you weren't going to listen to Desi, who don't win trophies. My team wins trophies.
You're
and you
saying
don't listen either.
We win trophies as well, bro.
You don't even want to. No, you want a trophy.
But
I said trophies.
your advice to me is sell a striker and then leave us with no strikers going into the preseason. Why am I going to listen to that?
So what you're saying is what you're saying is word and pin for pin. You're taking my advice. Just
Now
sell
they're
Isak.
telling me about Kudos.
I didn't say you didn't hear the bit because you're pretending that you're drinking tea, and I know there's Ray and nephews in that cup, bruv. Because you're
It's ginger tea.
nah, bruv. I know it's Ray and nephews, bruv, because you're acting different today, bruv. Yeah. I also said buy 3 quality players. I never just said sell Isak.
Give them the names.
Bruv, I just told you use your program that you've done. How did you get Isak?
he said use your scouts, man. He said let the scouts do the jobs.
The problem is if Isak goes before we bring these guys in.
But what I'm saying is you've got someone like
Sesko.
well, no, but
He's having with him.
listen to what I'm saying. these players were being scouted by Chelsea at the same time, by Arsenal and United at the same time. You was going to always lose that battle. You need to go and get someone who just wants to be in the Premiership. That's
No,
hungry.
but you
Yeah,
can't
but
tell what team's going to be in for what. Chelsea weren't always
And
known.
your scouting, that's your scouting team. They're dead.
No,
Then you're
you're
not
not
doing this.
listening. Who knew? Okay, before the transfer window started, who knew that Chelsea were in for João Pedro?
It
No
don't.
one.
What I'm trying to, you're not getting it. Yeah,
You're not
you
getting
would
it.
know that he
Because
would
everything
know.
you're saying is that we're already done.
I guarantee you. Listen, I guarantee
Mitch and
you.
I
Yeah,
know.
if
Mitch and I
Liverpool
know.
wanted, bruv,
Mitch
if
and I know.
Liverpool,
Look,
I just want to say this: if Liverpool wanted him, he would have come to Liverpool. He wouldn't have
Okay.
went to Chelsea
all right, cool.
because he knows, he understands the Premier League,
Adrian,
he understands
Casado.
the power,
Okay.
he understands the power structure. He's not hungry to be in the Premier League. He's in the Premier League already. I just said, go get a player that's hungry to be in the Premier League, a Brazilian or something. You get me? Then go and get someone like that. You keep comparing them to players that are already in the Premier League, that already know who's the power club and that.
Preach, 1 second, yeah. Do you think it's a case of Isak is a quality player and quality players like cream always raises to the top, if that makes sense? So they want to go out and go to the bigger clubs. So basically it was inevitable that he was going to eventually leave and Newcastle need to kind of let him go. Is that what you're pretty much saying? And then Newcastle just need to go out and replace him. I think what Toon's saying is like, we need to get that player in first before we can let Isak go. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? You can't just let your best player go without having like a player in.
But we were saying after they won the Carabao Cup that Newcastle is expected to now compete or at least challenge. We were also saying that their midfield three
Did say
was
that,
one of
to be
the best
fair.
midfield threes in the league, if not better. We said that we put their midfield three better than Arsenal's midfield three. And I remember on a show we were talking about if Newcastle are not really competing and Eddie Howe's not really doing his job well. So we can't go from saying all of these big things about Newcastle and then saying, no, we're not about it. You're either in or you're out. And that's the point I've been trying to say. And for me, if you're a big club, Mitch, because every club doesn't want to be a selling club.
I felt like he meant the B word there.
We want to be able to win the league, be excited, compete on all fronts. You don't want to be in a situation where you're losing your best players. And I would argue respectfully that you needed to get one of those players that they mentioned over the line if that's your trajectory. If not, what's to say that you guys just ain't a selling club or you can't attract the players that you need that's going to take you to the next level, which means that you're just going to be hovering around mid-table. I just want to know whether Newcastle fans
so
are
wait,
and whether you guys want to progress. Yes or no?
So how does best midfield in the league lose Isak end up in mid-table? Because if we've still got a bit, we still because what you he might be that, yeah. But if we've got the best midfield in the league, yeah, how do we end up in mid-table with or without Isak?
Okay, can I answer this?
What else has changed? Nothing else
Right,
has changed. Isak has left. We're still going to create the same chances for someone else to put in the goal.
So
how do we end up mid-table?
What's changed is one, you've lost one of the best strikers in the league, and then City have improved.
Might lose.
No, City have improved.
Yeah.
Chelsea have improved.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got so even just City,
they both finished above us anyway, by the way.
Improving. Arsenal's improved, yeah.
They finished above us as well.
Yeah? Spurs have improved.
I told you.
Get back in the top 10
banter.
and start bragging yourself in
I
that again.
told
Don't
you.
do that.
I was waiting for that.
Oh, yeah,
waiting
the
for
shameless
that one,
moment
bro.
was always coming, Deji. We knew it.
Yeah, all right. I was gonna say carry on, but I feel like that she's done, isn't it? I mean,
That was it. That's the best he got.
but but where do you think, on a serious level, Sesko does go? Like, I know you guys said
I don't know if you just saw. I don't know if you just saw the Ornstein just literally in the last 5 minutes. He's just released like, the conditions to buy Sesko. You need the 75 million package. And we're like, yeah, we all know why you're releasing this.
Mm.
All this stuff is like continuous agent talk and narratives and everything else, and like the storylines that I've been holding. In terms of your answer, where is he going to go? I haven't got a clue. Like, who knows where he's going to go? Fabrizio Romano released a 4-minute video today about it, saying, listen, when it comes to Newcastle and Man United, Newcastle were willing to pay anything. They'll pay the fee, they'll pay the agent fees, they'll pay the wages. They're ready to go. They just need the guy to say, "I'll go." Like, they're good. Man United are trying to sell them Rasmus Højlund.
Crazy.
I don't,
Disrespectful.
so I don't know what all of that is about. I don't
hear
know
it
what
still.
all
No,
about.
you're right.
I
You're right.
suspect if I'm going to speculate.
No, you're right. You're right.
I'm
But
honest.
I wanted to know though, because
Yeah.
I feel like you
Crazy cut.
and Mitch are handling this like so well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, if I was in your shoes, like, I don't know, if I was getting rejected day after day after day.
Crazy. He went back there.
I
Crazy.
remember.
Huh? What's going on? No, be honest though. No. Wait. All right, let me bring it back to my fan base. You know? Let me bring it. No, let me be
That's
real.
trying to
Let me be
relate.
real.
Ash
Hold
is
on. No, wait. Hold on. Let me land.
Crazy.
Let
And this
me
is what
land.
when we was finishing 8th, Olu. This is how they should look to us.
Let me land, bro. Let me land.
You're lying.
Listen, my fan base are going mad because we've only got one signing in kudos. You understand?
Yeah.
But no one ain't really coming for our players.
We've got two now.
Who's your two? You got Langdon.
Ramsdale,
Ramsdale, innit?
Oh, you got Ramsdale. Well done.
Good signing.
Yeah.
Man,
Congratulations.
you could do with that.
Look at that pool. Deji. I don't know about them things there, bro.
It's crazy.
But yeah, we've also got more than kudos. We also bought a player as well. We got two.
Who's
we
it?
got two.
Yeah, we
Magician.
signed some South Korean kid as well. We
Yeah,
count-
man.
Oh yeah.
Never heard
Yeah,
of.
no, listen, it looks alright though.
You see the feet, though? You see the feet?
It looks decent.
Yeah.
It looks decent. I can't lie.
Crazy. Man didn't say one name. Man says nationality. That's
Up and
crazy.
walk, innit? With it,
Yeah.
That's how you do the
I
cast
haven't,
name
I haven't
properly.
said it enough times to say
Yeah.
definitely live while people are watching me.
I'm not confident with it.
I need a few more of my own before I say
don't
that
know.
in front of people.
He's laughing at me when Sabosly came, though, innit?
Yeah, that's because you called him Subaru.
We've been tracking him for bare long, so I knew that one.
Sosbos.
Hey, but I'm saying, look, my fan base are going mad. Where's the signing?
Yeah.
Tear, do you understand? But you man are like bulletproof, everybody. You lot are just like you know what I'm saying? You could be losing Isak. It looks like you're losing Isak, and you man are just chilling. Like.
Man said this. How many times you gonna say the same thing?
No, I'm just saying they're handling it well, bro.
Yeah, but there's money attached with them losing Isak, though, innit?
This guy.
Do you
This
know
guy.
why I'm so calm and confident in this situation? Yeah, regardless of what happens with Isak, I feel we'll get to the end of the window a better football team.
Okay.
So I'm just calm about it.
Cool.
I have nothing to really worry about.
Yeah.
As
For me,
Toon keeps saying, we were born in the darkness, bro. We've seen the championship.
The only thing I would say, Mitch, I hear you, but I put Isak's influence on Newcastle almost like Kane's influence on Spurs. That's a hard player to replace, bro. So I'm with Ash on this. You could be like in the wilderness for some time, just saying, until you find the right striker.
No chance. I've been saying long before this whole saga that Isak was the jewel in the crown. Come November, October time, we've had two, and the other one is Sandro Tonali. So with Isak leaving, we've still got that other jewel in the crown. It's not like Isak was the guy doing everything. And a lot of people have talked about how good our midfield is. That hasn't changed. We've now improved our right winger. So technically, our attack is better around Isak. If he leaves and we sign another striker to put the ball in the net, I don't think it makes that much of a net difference. If we then sign an upgrade at centre back as well, then again we're a better side. I feel like Ramsdale makes us a harder team to defend against. People will say, yeah, he's probably not as good a keeper as Pope. He might not be with the actual goalie attributes, but when we've got the ball, we're a lot harder team to defend against now because we have less triggers for the press.
yeah.
So that's why I feel come the end of the window, we will be a better football team overall. We might not have the standout star striker like Alexander Isak is, but as a team, we will be better, and I'm confident in that.
So can I like round this up real quick? What are your predictions, innit, for the friendly against Spurs? Because obviously you lot are way better than us. What are you expecting?
That's a loaded question. Who knows?
Who's playing
It's
Spurs? Are we playing
pre-season.
Spurs?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
playing.
you guys are playing Spurs.
Yeah,
What are we playing? It's not even on our calendar.
Are we playing Spurs?
No, because everybody was telling me today's game was the easiest game of our pre-season. If we were playing Spurs, that'd never be the case.
Hey.
And Mitch could not name one K-star, you know. Spurs are the
Whole
easiest
time.
one out of this. Damn.
Hey, name
I
our
know
back
one
four
of them's
today.
called Kim.
Name
One of
our
them's
back
called Kim.
four. Name our back four today, Ola. Our back four. Newcastle's
Your
back
back
four.
four. Thug. Reprobate.
Fog
Prisoner.
on remand.
Suge Knight,
Under
Bone
ban.
Back.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Bones.
That's so crazy.
Man had
Spooky.
Snoop Dogg at
Hilarious.
left back.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool. So
But on that note, though, sorry, before we move on, though, did anybody see Joe Litton drapesing up the 15-year-old?
no, I didn't even see
So
that.
next time when Olu spouts this fuggery stuff, I just want that to be a prominent note. Sorry, proceed, Ash.
Ben White came over like he's gonna do something. Tell him to just sit down, bro.
You look defending the violence. See?
Exactly. But listen, Ben White to slap his suntan into his eyes. You don't want that.
All right, can I get quick predictions then?
Oh, you really want this prediction? I don't know, man. We don't even know who's gonna play.
What's about? Man? We do a quick prediction. You get me? You must, look, the confidence was
When
there.
is
At the start,
the
man.
game?
But Deji, you must still have some.
When is the game?
Sunday.
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 You look gonna have Ocean Valley up front or whatever his name.
Ocean Valley.
Ocean Valley.
Ocean Valley. No.
Ocean
Regions.
Valley, you know. Man just named him after
I think Ramsdale might be in that game as well, so that might be interesting.
He was going to punch up the youth, bro.
Yeah, like
See? He's gonna punch up a 15-year-old.
Let's punch up Wonder Kids.
He's big enough to play. He's big enough to take a whooping, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey.
All right, so no prediction, no? All right, cool.
4-1 to the tune.
4-1. Yeah, I'm going 4-1. Newcastle's first win of pre-season. Why not?
First win. Oh, you ain't won all preseason.
Yeah.
And you better calm like this. Hey, you better. Hey, listen. You need to learn.
They don't even know.
Mr.
I
Bayard.
told you, man.
Have you drawn a game?
We're born in the darkness.
No, have you drawn a game yet?
I need to be for real. I need to learn off you, man. Still.
Crazy.
Tier fans, bro. I'll be real.
That's rude.
It's all right, yeah?
No, because you know, like some people crash out and that. No,
Top tier fans.
I will never crash out over preseason. We lost 5-1 to Leighton Orient one year.
Yeah,
I will
man.
never ever do that.
Yeah.
We've been there, bro.
We went on and finished 5th that season, by the way.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna talk about. What do you want to talk? I could talk about Liverpool, but
Because then we could talk about Isak again. Now, go on.
Yeah.
nah, let's not do that. Let's do that.
We can do. We haven't even talked
Isak's
about
a pussy though, isn't it, man?
100%.
He's a pussy though, isn't it?
He's going on about it like a dickhead. I'm not
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's
And
what I
the-
want to hear. Yeah, that's
The timing's bad as well. As an Arsenal fan, the only solace I had in players leaving is they could always say that we wanted to win things, and we couldn't give them that. So that's why I don't like Trent and Isak now. Stuff like this, I don't like it, man. And you know the whole big six cartel six thing, and then there's like not Zola, but like them players, they have that guy who's their guy that stayed. He got the offer to go elsewhere, but he stayed and repped. And in that town, he's a legend.
Yeah.
There's none of that no more. They just all.
We got Son. We had Son.
No, true,
Yeah.
and that's a rarity.
It is a rarity.
That's a rarity. Now
Most
these guys
people
are not loyal, man.
Yeah, man. Chris Brown, man.
Literally.
Yeah, that started, most lot of men are mercenaries, but at the end of the day, a lot of people want to better their careers and further their careers, isn't it? So I know from a fan's point of view, it's disrespectful, isn't it? But from a professional's point of view, like if you got offered to go on a top, I don't know, TV show, do you know what I'm trying to say? See ya. That's paying the bag as well.
No, but you know
Wouldn't
what?
want to be
I
here.
think the agents play a massive part in this because it's clearly not the player going around talking to the other clubs. The agent will be in his ear and be like, I can get you another 50 grand a week. And then they push and they push and they push and it happens. Without the agents doing stuff like that, you would see a lot more of it again.
Don't you think the agent's speaking on the player's behalf?
He is, but they're also speaking from their own interest because they get such a big cut from it. So the agents will never have loyalty to the clubs. So they
But-
won't care about none of that, and they'll keep pushing the player until the player, and they'll feed him deals that he knows is going to turn his head.
So you think that's what
wouldn't
happened
you-
with Isak?
Literally.
There's a difference in the money.
Is that what happened
But
with
would-
Isak then? Oh, go on.
Liverpool are going to pay him what? I might be wrong on the number, but it'll probably be about $250 a week.
Yeah.
Like,
What
we're
you-
not
what
going
was
to pay
the-
him
gonna
that.
ask-
That's
I was gonna-
fact.
what-
We're never going to pay him that high. So
I was going to ask though, wasn't the part of his issue though? And again, I'm speaking from like reading random things. Was that he was promised a contract and he got reneged at the start of last season, right?
Mm.
So
Nah,
obvious, or at
that's
some
not the
point,
case.
I thought it was like your new sporting
The
director.
contract
came.
talks were always due for this summer.
Okay,
You
I
got
thought,
3 years left.
Yeah,
yeah, I thought I saw somewhere that he got contracts. He got contract off, or he was meant to have a contract offer, and then once the new sporting director came, that got taken off tape. Because
no.
if that was me, and that happened, yeah, I'm well within my right to say, why did you do that, right? Because ultimately, as well, is this career. Like I always say, this footballers are the ones who generate the money, not the clubs. Like, or when I say not the clubs, I mean not the stadium itself. Like people come to watch the football. But the footballers are the main commodity when it comes to this thing, and you are allowed an equal share of the money you generate. And if someone makes a promise to you and says, "Hey, we're going to give you a new contract," and then you pull that, like Ashley Cole, when Ashley Cole left, as much as I hate him, I understood it. They had a gentleman's agreement, and they took $5,000 away from that. Don't do that.
5 racks though, Wally, man.
Nah, but still, it's the principle, innit?
and then
It's
to
still the
go to
principle.
Chelsea as
Well,
well.
5
bro.
racks
He
is
took
big
it-
back
like,
then
he
as
took
well.
the piss.
Yeah, but
Nah,
still
man,
the-
but it's the way do you hear we talk about I was spun my car off the road and all of that. Like,
all that was
prick,
nonsense.
man.
Was the principle, right? That's it for me. So okay, if that never happens to Isaac, then yeah, obviously, I'm on that side of like there's no loyalty. But if there was something promised to him and that was taken away from him, I can understand why coming to the summer, look, he's helped to deliver a trophy, right? He's one of the 11 players or 22 players that helped to deliver that trophy. And now it's like, yeah, I want to move on, get a little bit more money, and try to win bigger things. And maybe he doesn't see the sort of pathway as quick as it is to trying to go to Liverpool, right? So
I get all that, but he's gonna buy it the wrong way. And
Yeah,
the contract talks
true.
are always for this summer, and we've offered him the maximum we can offer him. But because Liverpool are still going to pay him even more than that, and the fact of the matter is he's more likely to win all the big trophies at Liverpool, he now wants to go to Liverpool. I don't mind all of that stuff. All of that stuff is fine, but go about it the right way. Don't be a dickhead about it.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that.
But then on the flip side, how do you feel about Gyökeres? Because he done the same thing. So,
Like,
but
we
I
keep
love
doing
that.
the same thing at Brentford. It's just like
Could be a
I
Swedish thing still.
don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Maybe I never thought about that. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. There was other people.
Scandinavians, isn't it?
Yeah. So there were some other people there that want to leave the chat for them sort of notes. You know what I mean?
I knew it. I knew it. I'm sure that in the group.
Oh,
Guys,
mate.
mental. But look, but Chicks is right though. When it comes to your club and the player, you want the player that you're interested in. You want them to kick off in it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Obviously,
actually
like,
don't know.
you don't want that. You don't
I
want
don't
your
like that for
player.
players, full stop.
Because from my point of view, Morgan Gibbs White, yeah, for example, I wanted him to do what
Gyökeres done.
basically, that's what I wanted him to do. I'll be real. You know what I'm saying?
But he's got
But
a
he did the
real bad
professional
man as
thing.
an owner, bro.
He's got a
He'll let you
thing.
No, he did the good boy
Really
thing.
bad.
No, but he did the good boy thing. Look who he is. He's
Nah,
up
hey.
bro.
and he's on an extension.
I like it when my players do it.
Yeah,
when they do
same.
it for us,
If
but you
Romero
see,
did
like,
it, I'm happy. Do
yeah, but
understand?
but look at it this way,
Hey.
yeah.
Right, way around.
What's his name? He's thinking, okay, I'm 27, I'm dying over it. I'm in Portugal. They're counting my goals as half a goal. I'm scoring 1 million goals and not winning nothing. Like, I'm in the trenches over here. So he's going on drastic this is life changing. You know what I mean? Like, in a way for him. Isak, bro, you're going up the road, bro. Like, chill. You know what I mean? Just relax, man. You're getting peas. You're at the right
It's
club.
too much an offer, man. Everything, like, even like, I know you don't like Trent, but it's the same thing, fam. Like, he's won the Prem, he's done it in 5 years, like, won it all, and so like, it's got your brethren, beach, sea, gal, bikini.
Yeah,
In Madrid, there ain't no beach in Madrid, man. That's a city.
It's landlocked.
There ain't no beach in Madrid, man.
It's not that far away. It's not that far away. You get me? Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go Brighton Beach, right? Or Liverpool, Blackpool. Let's go Blackpool in it. You get me?
Yeah, it's not the same. Don't hit the
All
same.
that, it's
You
all
know,
of that. You
don't
get
hit the
me?
same. Yeah,
Real
yeah.
Madrid as well. It's not like he's going Valencia. You get me? He's going Real Madrid.
I'll go for
Alright, so you see the that Trent thing. It's like the same. What was I gonna say? It's like the same. It's how can I explain it? So it's not like there's no loyalty, bro. There's no loyalty. Like maybe, I'm just going along around and saying like I'm a racist basically. Like, I mean, what about this is England? What about being in England and doing it here on the soil? Like, what about being from where you're from? You just want to go and run away to some other.
But look, Trent. All Trent needs to do is make one mistake, innit, and look at the newspapers and all that.
And maybe he got colonized. He's about to get colonized, bro. You don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Colonized is everywhere.
Like I understand his reasons. He's done it. He's bro. I did when Ashley Cole left. Did he do it dodgy or was he cool? Because it was still.
The reason why
Arsenal,
it was tapping up. The reason why Arsenal fans do not like him is because he met up with Mourinho in a restaurant. There was a picture, and there was a picture of it taken.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure if it was healthy, if it was a good one.
That happens all the time, though. No,
yeah,
that's what happens.
But then Cole went and said mad stuff after as well.
Yeah.
They rang me up and offered me a contract, and I nearly crashed my car. It's like, bro, shut your mouth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's doing a lot,
from
man.
Arsenal to Chelsea, don't say dumb shit like that.
Yeah, he's doing a lot, man. That's mad still. I can't lie. You can't even defend that. But talking about Gorkares, is that you say his name? Gorkares?
I think.
I don't know. I've seen people saying it over why. Take the G off. Just say why.
Just call him Shooter.
G off and say
Big Vic. Yeah.
I'm just gonna call him Darwin for now.
Big Vic. Always sounds better. But yeah,
I ain't calling no man Big Vic, man.
Yeah, sorry. Apologies.
Yo, man,
that's crazy.
That's one letter away from being a bad.
Apologies. Yeah, I'm gonna sit out for a minute for that. That was embarrassing. Sorry.
Man's put himself on time.
You know what? I read a nasty stat in it, but obviously there is a caveat.
Here we go. Is it that preach stat?
Which one? Tell me.
It's the stat we need. Have you not realized we fucking dropped 40 points last season against nobodies? We need someone to bully these little shits. This is exactly what we need. We don't need someone to score against the top six. Fuck that. We don't lose to none of them. We need to beat up on these minions. It's exactly what we need. I don't see how this stat is a negative. This is exactly who we need.
It's the lower end, like I don't know if Mitch will preach but it's the lower end teams in it of Portugal, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? So he's basically being the bully against those lower end. And when you compare lower end teams from Portugal against lower end or mid teams from Prem, it's slightly different. You get what I'm trying to say?
Basically scoring against the same teams he was scoring against in the championship.
Yeah. So that's the narrative at the moment. Like, is he stat padding? Like, so is he pulling the wool over our eyes? We won't know. To me, I know Mitch still isn't convinced.
But you know what, yeah? And this is where I'm sorry to cut you, because this is where I'm going to agree with you, yeah? Because I had this. Do you remember what's his name? And this is because I always, when players teach me something, I always remember them for my whole life. Do you remember? Is it Henrik Larsson?
Yeah,
that came from used to come from Celtic. Used to come from Celtic every year and just smashing goals for Man U. And I'm thinking, bro, this brother's kicking ball in Aberdeen. There's no way he's on smoke over here.
You got your timelines man enough, I think.
Is it? No, what's his name?
It's Henrik Larsson. He went out to. I'm sure he was one of
the
first
Celtic?
that went to USA. And that's when he got loaned to Man United. It weren't a loan from Celtic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm bugged. But do you know what I mean? He's coming from these teams where I'm thinking, yeah, this is trash. He can't hang in the league. And then he'll pull up and score better goals. Yeah. And I'm like, and it made me think, oh, no, a goal scorer is just a goal scorer.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that because I'm Premier League over everything. So
that's what I'm going to say.
I'm mad complex.
Say that. Yeah. You must be. That's why you're saying, I remember last week I asked you, you said, I need to see him play. Do you know what I mean? And I respected that because I'm like that. Doing it in one league is one thing, but doing it in like the Prem, like I'm saying, people say a cold night in Sunderland. You know what I'm saying?
Good remix, but yeah.
I literally having that, it's rival.
He's in Sunderland a lot as well, bro.
He said, "What else can I find quickly?"
Can't say Spurs. We're in London, bro.
That was a good one.
But yeah, man, it's like until you see it in the real world, we won't know in it if he's really that guy. But I do hear what Jinx is saying because, like, I was watching him in training and I was fizzing the ball to him. He's taking his first touch and he's just banging. But obviously, he's training, and I don't know.
Yeah.
In real time under pressure, is he going to be doing that? And he did a cheeky video. I see him like talking to, was it your captain, saying, "Rah, all I want from my man is assists and you know what I'm saying." Talking tough, but go on.
This is my theory, right?
Go on.
I think he's slightly not all the way there, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I look at him, he don't smile.
Seems a bit unhinged.
He seems a bit unhinged. And like you said, Odegaard said, "Yeah, listen, if you ever need anything, just let me know." Man just said, "Just give me assists for goals." Like
He's a nigga I would be afraid.
Feed me the ball, bro.
He's thinking about
Need
the goal.
more
yeah?
for you.
No, that's crazy.
So I can go to the shop for sugar. I need assist. That's what I need. Passes, mate.
Just pass it, just goal. That's all I want.
Man just basically turned around and said to him, "Just do your job, innit?"
You know that way there.
Go be my
What does
friend.
that mean? Do your job, bro.
You know when you're in a job and you know you got a social life outside of work, but people who don't have no social life, they always want to socialize at work. So what did you do weekend? Nigga, mind your business. I'm out for money. Don't chat to me.
Peasant. Get out of here, you raccoon. Nah, I hear
Here
it,
for
man.
no smooth talk.
No, I hear it, but yeah, we'll see in it. We'll find out as you know the season is, isn't it? But I wanted to talk about quickly the Eze rumors, isn't it? And they are just rumors. There's no solid links at the moment. It's more like, you know, my man's best friend's cousin's uncle said he wants to join Arsenal. It's that type of talk at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But like in this world at the moment with Eze, do you think? I don't know, because I'm not an Arsenal fan, but you can tell me. Looking at Wanyeri, would he be blocking his pathway if he was to play the 10? Because Wanyeri meant to be the 10 after Odegaard.
Iron sharp as iron, man. There's no sentimentality in this game. You step up or you move to the
Oh,
next.
so you're not Project Youth. You're all the way.
I'm projects whoever the best
he's
players should win
No,
the jersey.
You can't. Do you know what?
He's not ready though, man.
He might not
Oh,
be
Wanyeri's
ready.
not ready.
He might not
No,
be
he
ready,
needs to
but
be
you
coming
cannot
on as
go
a
down
sub.
that
Last
road.
time.
He needs to be
Oh,
coming
is
on
it?
as a sub. It doesn't matter. It's a different responsibility, 90 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? So he needs to keep getting on it as a sub, fam. So rotation.
And
He'll
the
be
reason
fine.
why the reason why I say this is this, right? And I'm saying this from an Arsenal fans' perspective when we had all those players who we could clearly see were not good enough. Think of the Abuways, think of the Jujurus, the Senderoses, where
And then
sentimentality and when used to say, "Oh, if we bring a new player," someone he said, "Oh, if we brought in Xabi Alonso, no, it wasn't Xabi Alonso, it was someone who was good, we're meant to bring in. It will kill
Yeah, good stuff.
all the time.
You say all these things like I used to be like, I remember back in the day, I used to be like, oh yeah, I want to see some of these players so flourish, and I understand the whole concept of obviously he's one of our own,
Yeah.
but we suffered from the fact that Wenger would not bring in players who were better than the ones we had out of sentimentality.
Bare patience.
Exactly, and so there comes a point where you have to just say, actually, this is in the end is a competition, not only a competition against other teams, but a competition within your team as well. And you want to have the best players going against each other. So if Eze comes in and he has to fight for the left hand side or the middle, what it does is it improves the overall level of the team because they're fighting to get that point. And of course, there's a point when it might become toxic, but that's for the manager to sort out. That's not for me to sort out. So that's kind of my view on it. I used to be very sentimental, want players to play. Now I'm just like, let's get the best players in and let them fight for the positions. And if players don't make it and they want to leave, fine by me.
Because obviously you've had players like Smith Rowe leave, but there was times when you were quite short when Odegaard wasn't fit. Do you know what I'm saying? And you loaned him out to Fulham, and then you had who else did you have? You've had like
Reece Nelson. You mean on loan?
Yeah, no, just in general. I'm just talking about like who's the other player that went to Fulham from Arsenal with the Plats with the dreads? Sorry,
Reece. Not Reece.
No, not Reece. The other he's doing well at Fulham now.
He went to Everton.
It will be.
Iwobi,
Iwobi,
Iwobi.
We've had buried him.
You've had Heaven. Heaven was a player from Arsenal.
Maitland Niles.
Yeah. You've had what's it called? Obi Cheeto was at Arsenal. He's gone to United, obviously.
Have we got the best academy?
No, City,
then Chelsea. Then maybe you might have a say in it, but
Who's
but
City?
there could be players that you're kicking out And it could be.
Who's City's players ever made? Foden and Joe Island or whatever.
I said Foden and Joe Island.
Who the hell
Yeah.
is Joe
Who's
Island?
Joe
They've got
Island?
McAtee. He's come from that. They've got
McAtee,
Cole
Cole
Palmer.
Palmer.
Cole Palmer.
Um,
He's all right. The lap's gone to Chelsea now.
Who's the mixed race brother with a hair? Fullback.
Oh, well, the pussy.
Sancho
Lewis-
was at City, weren't he, as well?
Yeah,
Am I
Sancho was
Yeah,
that.
Sancho.
No, the
Pedro
other one,
Porro.
the
Pedro
fullback
Porro.
guy, the fullback kid.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Rico.
Rico Lewis.
Yeah, Rico
Lewis,
Lewis.
Oh, Rico Lewis. But they got someone
Okay,
else as
yes,
well.
I'm correct.
I would
James,
even-
James Trafford, he came through their academy, just gone back.
Yeah, no, they got some names and still.
Yeah, so like, is there a case where like maybe if you keep buying some of these players and you block in like the pathways that you might sell on someone like Ethan Wanyeri? Will you have to go to get minutes basically? Do you think he needs to, or can he get those minutes at Arsenal and eventually like be a certified like starter? Or do you think no, he's gotta
Of
go?
course he can. He's got a talent to do it. It's all down to him, right? It's down to his mentality.
And how old is he?
hard.
Yeah.
He's
That-
17
that's-
or 18 now.
That was
Yeah.
going to be my point, though. You keep blocking these pathways for the young players. They're going to leave younger and younger and younger. They're going to leave.
Yeah,
And
because they're gonna
and
know.
You're going to get to a point. There's going to be no one coming through.
Yeah.
I hear
What
that.
does that say to a Max Downham?
So
What does
you
that
know
say
what?
to a man like that when Yeri's making a little breakthrough and they bring someone else in the same position who goes above him in the pecking order the next season? What does that say to players?
Again, but I hear that, but at the same time, we're talking about like 17-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. Like, we're getting to a
But they
point now
have
we're
to see
getting
the
younger and
path. If you're
younger.
that good at 15, you're thinking, right, in a couple of years, I want to be playing 800 minutes in the league. If you can't see the path where you are, you go to somewhere where you see the path.
Of course,
Because
but
they've
if
got
you're,
so
You can get
much
lost
time
though as
to
well.
build back to the top.
but here's an example. Look at Cheeto, for example. Like Cheeto left Arsenal because he wants to play first team football.
Mm.
He's drowning at Man United every time he plays first team football. It just shows that he wasn't ready for it, right? So sometimes as a football player, you have to also exercise something called patience.
Or
Like-
Man United are a toxic place.
Yeah.
That too as
Toxic
well.
environment.
And not,
But what's more important, Ollie? Winning trophies or bringing through kids?
You
Well,
gotta
if
have a bit of both. Look at what Chelsea are doing right now.
Yeah, but we can't
It is-
follow them, man.
No, but it is built off the fact that you build the kids to a certain level when you sell up. In the PSR world, you have to play the game.
yeah, I heard
Chelsea
that.
play the game better than anybody. If these kids start leaving at 15, 16 years old and you're getting £2-3 million for it, you've got no way of playing the game. You've got to show them a pathway to a certain point to either get a nice turnout or they get into the team.
But at the same time, wouldn't you say though that the very fact that Arsenal can have like Wanyeri, obviously Saka's playing right now,
Skelly.
and you got Skelly, and then you've got this McDowman kid, which is like obviously maybe 2 or 3 years to start playing. That actually it's showing to them that they can actually still be within the club,
Yeah.
right? Because
Got the young.
Wanyeri,
Yeah.
Wanyeri signed a new long-term deal.
Mm.
Miles Lewis
Skelly has.
signed a new one, did one as well. At the same time, last year Calafiori came as well, so there's competition for his place. I think they probably understand that at a big enough club, you're going to have competition. You like even if he leaves, if he goes to what he's going to go to, like Southampton, and then you're downgrading your career, right? So it's
Yeah.
either you fight for your place or you downgrade. Because you're not going to go to Real Madrid and just say, I want at the age of 16 to be the first team player.
Well, he's got. I think Mitch has got a slight point where, like,
Yeah.
players might start, or young players anyway, they might start not wanting to come to your academy, come to your club because they're
Yeah, I see
thinking,
that.
like,
No, but
that's-
I think it just depends on the condition of your club. Like, look who we got. I can't pronounce his surname, but our young kid Rio. Yeah,
Rio.
we got him from Chelsea.
Mm.
At the time, Chelsea did like it's kind of basically what Mitch was saying. At the time, there wasn't really a proper vision for the young people at Chelsea, so it was easier to sign. Imagine if he just waited a season or so, he'd have been in that team most probably. You get me, Chelsea,
That's fair.
the young squad. So because they're unhappy that we got him in it. They're like they stopped us from coming round to their like our scouts coming round just because of him and stuff like that. We're banded from them, so they're not happy with it. But at the time, it didn't look like Chelsea was doing well, especially for the youngers.
Mm.
And Liverpool were definitely using young our academy players. So
We kind of all are, innit, to a degree.
Yeah, but I've got to say
Yeah,
that
we are. Yeah.
the one thing that's pissing me off though right now about this whole like young player situation that we have at Arsenal, and it's really pissing me off. And I know everyone thinks it's such a good thing. Why the hell all of them just left-footed? Why can't we get a right-footed one? Literally every player we're producing is left-footed right now. Lewis Skelly, Wanieri, Saka. Now this Max Dowman kid. They're all left-footed.
Left foot as well.
Let,
Jeez.
can we get someone who's right-footed that we can dump bloody Martinelli out of our club, please? Because it's pissing me off.
Nah, man, allow Martinelli, man.
Do you not think that Eze, you see with the Eze situation, do you think he comes though? Because apparently you lot aren't looking to. Oh, I mean, do you think he will go to Arsenal in the end? Sorry, slipped up a little bit. Do you think Eze will make the move to?
What do you mean? Like, do you think it's likely, or do you think he would want to?
Do you think it's likely because apparently you guys aren't meeting? You're not willing to meet the release clause.
I don't even see the fit. Am I the only one?
I don't see the fit either. I don't see the fit
in Arsenal.
I don't see it because and I'll give context to it. I'll tell you why I don't see the fit because I don't see him as a left winger personally.
Left 8, no.
Yeah, I see him more as a left 8. Exactly.
Yeah, but your left 8's are hard working. That's the hard working position.
That's right. Right is the left 8.
Your right 8 is your creator, and Eze plays left 8 as a creator.
And then on top of that, Mitch. Normally, when Eze's on that left 8 role, he needs someone to overlap. So and what's it called? Skelly doesn't do that. Skelly inverts. Do you understand?
He does as well. He does both sometimes.
There's
Ben White inverts. He does a bit of both.
He inverts a little bit more, but he does sometimes.
All right, fair enough. But
I think we'll see more of that now with the Wakey, you know.
And you know what? I was watching a game the other day, and we play. So there'll be someone there, even if it's the fucking centre forward. Like someone will. When we had Xhaka used to grab the touchline, and then who used to go in? Martinelli would be inside. Pause, and then when Declan Rice goes on the touchline sometimes, and Martinelli will go internally. Like, do you know what I mean? But I think mainly it's to offer another, like, add another face to our team.
No, I hear it, but do you think you have to change your formation to fit him? And do you have to shoehorn him in? Do you have to put him on the right side of an 8 because that's where your creative 8 is, so it doesn't block off what Rice is doing? Go on.
Can I ask the question? Because I also see Eze as an effective 10, you know. And the only thing I think is if Arsenal do bring him in, it means it could spell the end for Odegaard. And that would be a good move for Arsenal because it means now they're not actually ramping, because this whole sentimental thing, there's only so long that you can be sentimental before you have to bring in the big gun. So I think Eze, if he's coming into Arsenal, he's coming in at number 10. But equally, I feel like Spurs need an Eze type as well, because for me, if we were to get an Eze, I know it's highly unlikely, but then then all of a sudden that whole saga with MGW, no one gives a damn, because Eze, I think, is better than MGW anyway. But Arsenal, I think it's a 10, not the 8.
I actually think he suits Tottenham much more than he suits Arsenal. I'm 100%.
I'm being dead real as well. I agree, but I think it's a.
Where do you not play him 10? You play him 10.
Yeah, we play him with Madison. Where see how Madison's meant to be we put him there, isn't it?
So what? You lot not happy with Madders?
No, he's not fit, basically. So he's injured a lot of the season, so we can't rely on him. That's what it is. So I think that's why we're looking for a different player that can meet the physical demands. But I just think that if Arsenal don't get Eze, for example, is there an excuse to why you didn't win the league? Or am I being harsh here, or is there no?
I think even consider. I think maybe it's me being too much of a pessimist or too much of an Arsenal fan. It just seems what would this be 7th signing, Olu? That's impossible for us. It just seems like newspaper fodder to me. You know, when they talk about someone, I don't know if it's Higuain or Benzema every year. There's a guy we're meant to sign. I don't believe this. Me personally, I think it's just when do we ever buy so much good players in one kind of goal? Like, it don't make sense. Yeah. I don't think it's likely personally. I think unless people go, I think our business is kind of done.
Yeah.
The thing I said about Eze and the left hand side is, I think in a weird world, I do think he plays on the left hand side, and the reason I'm saying that is because one, I've seen Trossard play on the left hand side, and if Trossard can play on the left hand side, I can play on the left hand side. Okay, so that's the first thing, right? And I think Eze is a far better footballer than Trossard is. Trossard is a great goal scorer, can be a great goal scorer. Even though I think he's actually slightly overrated on that as well.
Would you swap them, Olu? Because they're kind of similar. Their roles are similar.
Yeah, I would swap Eze for
Obviously,
Trossard.
Trossard's more of a Swiss Army knife than Eze
Yeah.
does, though. He plays a lot more positions than Eze does.
Yeah.
I just, I
I
think
admit,
you're
go
just trying
closer
to
to your
force.
mic.
I agree though. I think he's
Yeah, my
gonna.
mic's been
I
moving
think he's
back the
gonna
last
try
few
him on the
days.
left. I think
I
he'll
think-
try him.
Gives
But
a bit of mystery.
he's
innit?
still got like cover on the other positions. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, other players are gonna need a rest, and like so. Either way, he's a good
Well,
addition.
But the one thing I would say is the fact that Arsenal don't feel the need to trigger that release clause makes me feel like they don't really feel like it's a signing that they need to make. I think they see it more as a luxury signing than a necessity. And that's why I agree with FaZe that I don't really think they. And looking at Arteta, if he's able to get a tune out of Mourinho in the number 9 position, he's probably looking at the squad now and saying, he's quite happy with the squad. I think the main thing was Gyökeres. Gyökeres has come through. He's like, you know what, this
Yeah,
is
that's dope.
this is it. He's quite happy to run with that. And then, if at the very worst,
Yeah.
maybe look at a Rodrigo. But even then,
He's actually got a point still because I don't know, like he might have a point only because if you don't sell Martinelli and you've got Amadueke on the left,
Yeah, I was
and
about to say that. That was
also-
my next question.
also if you've got Havertz as the kind of false 9 / attacking mid, and Marino, as Deji just said, can also play there. They're a lot more like Eze's physical, but I don't know if Arteta. I don't know what's going on in his head. Like he's a bit different in terms of how he thinks. Not to be disrespectful, but to be disrespectful at the same time. He's a bit like, you know what I'm saying? He thinks he's thinking outside the box, but he's really in the box because we know what we're thinking. You get it? So it's like I don't know, man. I don't know.
I agree with Desi. I don't think Eze's he's a missing piece to the puzzle. Like, do you know what I mean? So I don't think they need him. Obviously, strength in depth
Yeah.
is what it does. So I guess
Eze would have to start though. I feel like Eze's at a level where if he goes to Arsenal, he would
Can't be on
have
the
to
bench.
start.
Can't
Yeah.
be on the bench.
He wouldn't accept going there on the bench.
But also, Deji, sorry to cut you. Just one last thing I was going to say is, do you not think if Eze doesn't get the move somewhere, he's in a Zaha situation where he's destined to stay at Palace forever? Because
I think that's exaggerating a bit, man. Because we said it's the last year. After this year, he's got 1 year left on his contract. Like I don't know. It seems a bit too much doom and gloom. We'll be 28. Is everybody done at 28 or something?
No, of course not. But I just feel like the way Palace had him under. But you know what? He can just run his contract down. You're right.
Can I be real? I agree with Mitch. I think Eze is actually the perfect fit for Spurs, whether he likes it or not. And I think that if he doesn't sign,
What the hell?
we
What
would
the-
go and get him.
Wait. Wait. Are we just?
That whether he likes it or not was
Exactly.
not what I said.
Are we
by the
gonna
way.
just skip? Are we gonna skip over the hostage situation here? What's going on in?
I think no. If I'm being real, I
No,
can't.
no,
I don't
Davey,
see
no.
Arsenal
No,
going
no,
We're talking about crime. You got to say allegedly. You can't say
no.
it being
I
real.
need you to explain why Eze is our Nigerian brother. You're gonna put him under hostage situations.
Was it Eberici?
Yeah, bro, we have to hold him by his neck, bro. Where he likes it.
Crazy.
Whoa.
Man like young Philly.
I tell you why. I think there will come a stage where, let's be real, and this is probably one of the few times I'm going to have to just keep it 100 and maybe just
He seems pissed off. He has to.
Take the mask off.
Look, if Eze goes to Arsenal, he wants to be on, or at least feel like he's on the pedestal of Saka. I don't think he wants to come there and play second or third fiddle. And what Spurs will offer Eze is that he would be the main man in our starting 11, him and Kudus. And in fact, I think we would even rate him higher than Kudus.
Yeah.
So he has a choice. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think that's what Spurs offer that Arsenal cannot offer him because of the players that Arsenal have.
You've
I'll be
also
real,
got to
it's-
bear in mind this World Cup year as well, by the way.
Yeah.
So he's not where he's on the fringe of the England team. He's not gonna want to drop minutes from what he's been playing.
Yeah.
Look, guys, it's going to sound mad crazy, yeah? And this is mad conspiratorial. But I also think the same about a certain Chelsea player or a player that's linked with Chelsea, yeah? In the name of Xavi Simons. Like, their team is stacked full of wingers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to say. And
We'll take
I'm
him.
related to my club because obviously I'm biased.
Yeah.
I'm biased, isn't it? If he came to Spurs, again, we've got a spot right there on the left. He would be the main man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Aren't they
And we're
looking
in
at him as
Champions League.
as an
Go on.
Enzo rotation, though.
Huh?
Aren't they looking at Simmons as an Enzo rotation?
No, do you know what it is? I thought they had Pedro Neto there already, and they already had Gittins. Oh, you said Enzo as a
Enzo
oh, yeah, the Enzo
Fernandez.
Fernandez,
So
sorry,
it's
as
either
an eight,
Enzo Fernandez
as
or
an eight.
Javi Simmons.
Okay, that could be different because I was thinking it was between what's it called, Cole Palmer being in that 10, but then I thought, why would he want to be a second shoe fit to Cole Palmer? Cole Palmer ain't gonna come out. But now you're saying Enzo, that makes more sense. That would,
Yeah.
yeah. That if they sold the project to him like that, then I could possibly see that.
I only say that because
No, you're right.
Maresca,
I can see that. You're right. You're right.
plays like real life football how I play Football Manager. If I'm managing a team in Europe, I literally have two completely different sides.
Yeah, yeah,
And Maresca seems to want to do that in real life. It's mad.
yeah, yeah. No. Yeah, you're right, man. I can't even like. I've got no caveat for that. I can actually see that legitimately. You know what I'm saying? But obviously I'm using my Spurs bias in it. And my Spurs hat on.
That's it. But you know what? Something about something what Deji said about Eze, which I wanted to come back
Yeah,
to.
sorry.
I actually agree with him when he said about what Spurs would offer Eze. I think at Arsenal, fortunately or unfortunately, I think Arteta thinks the system is greater than any one individual player. Right? So he will not essentially build a superstar player and say, right, play around him, right? So you look at Liverpool, like they've got a system, but Salah is still the main linchpin. I think for last year at least. Like they're trying to get Salah into positions. Whereas I think with Arsenal, it's just about a system. Don't break away from the system. Always play within the system. And I think that for Eze, if he wants to be that sort of star player that the Premier League sort of sees as one of those main guys, something like a Tottenham would be good for him. But if he comes to Arsenal, yes, he'll get the recognition because obviously you're playing for Arsenal. But he'll just be another player within Arteta's system, and he has to fit within that system.
I
A
know
bit
what.
like what happens with, like, you think about Pep's system, right? Like only KDB has really sort of come out of the system as the non-system player, the sort of
And
X
Haaland,
factor.
maybe you could say
Yeah,
Haaland.
yeah,
Haaland.
maybe Haaland as well. But everyone else, like even Foden, who I think Foden's got, like, I call him the Brazilian Stockport player, right? Because he's got skills like that, but he has to fit within the system.
Yeah,
Mm, mm.
yeah, for real.
No, you're right, man.
I mean, that.
Let's pivot back to Liverpool, innit?
Yeah.
Why not, innit? Why not? Hey, Liverpool. Obviously, you won a game today, right? You lot beat your Korean. Is it Korean or Japanese team you lot played? Was it a Chinese?
Japanese, Yokohama.
Japanese.
Yeah,
Come on, yeah, Japanese. My bad. 3-1, right? It was 3-1, and your new boy scored as well. Verts, you got on the score sheet.
yeah, Vets. Yeah,
Yeah, I want to ask you about Ekatike though, because obviously, Ekatike cost you what? How much? Was it 69 million? 69
yeah,
mil.
yeah. Not
69
including
mil.
the games.
So, like, I know, like, what you're saying. You're saying, look, we don't need to rely on Ekatike. You know what I'm saying? We won the league without him. But isn't the whole point of replacing someone like Nunes is to kind of find that player that can make the difference, not make the difference, but actually put numbers on the sheet.
TK,
Do you think he needs to hit the ground running like Ekatike, or do you think he would just be a player where you give him a time to bed in? Like what are your thoughts on it? Because it is 69 million. I'm like, is there expectation? Like, do you have like a minimum GA? Like, for example, what does he need
I
to
don't.
do?
No, I don't. I don't have a target with the GA, but he's definitely got to deliver. Yeah, we got.
Because I don't know. Do you want the quad? Are you one of those Liverpool fans? You want the quad, or you want to retain the title? Like, what are you saying?
Yeah, the retain the title is main priority. Realistically, not really. Like in terms of realistic goals, I'm saying I want the double, the top two, but the quadruple. That's got to be. That's got to be a surprise element.
Deji shaking. Why are you shaking your head, Deji? What's wrong with what you said?
I think first and foremost, I think PSG is the best team in the world. I think they suffered from fatigue when they played Chelsea in the final. Look, Liverpool are going to be good. I think Liverpool should win the league. I think you can already tell what Liverpool think of Ekatike. That's why they're trying to get Isak over the line. They don't really think he's that gunman, but they had to go there when they thought they weren't going to get Isak. Do you get what I'm saying? And now Isak did this whole throwing these toys out the pram. Now they're like, oh, right, the brother wants to come. Had Isak come through, they wouldn't be bringing in Ekatike. That's the thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well,
Ekatike to me.
if
Hmm?
God rest your, God rest in peace. I
Drop
think
up.
if he didn't pass away, I don't
Yeah.
there wouldn't have been a need for the second striker. You get me? So
I'm with that.
For real.
yeah, so I get what you're saying, like, but he was there for a while, you know. Like the ESAT thing wasn't always just like, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Ekatike, he did pop up in the rumors on the tread on my
I'm not.
timeline.
I watched him against Spurs. He's all right. I do get kind of Nunes vibes from him. I want him to do well. I want any player to do well, but I do get the slight
I mean,
like
Nunes does better in pre-season than he does in the league. So you're
yeah.
not actually picking up Nunes vibes. So I don't know.
No,
I
I
don't know.
think he means from when he watched them against our team, innit? Yeah, I'm saying. But
Oh,
I disagree with Deji because I think he's got more than Nunes outside of the box, meaning like his footwork, dribbling, like the way he carries the ball. I think he offers something slightly different
I
to what like a Nunes does, innit? In my opinion. Go on. Sorry, go on.
can I make a controversial statement? I've made
Oh,
this
yeah, of course you can.
and
So
I've
we're
been
here, man. About the controversy, bro.
poo-pooed all over the place, but hear me out. I actually think that Liverpool had the second striker already within their squad at their disposal. I think what they were looking for is within Gakpo. I think Gakpo's that guy.
I thought you were going to say that.
Yeah, in the Netherlands, he has played the number 9. He can do that job. And if you look at Gakpo's profile movement, even the goal he scored the other day, I was thinking Gakpo might end up scoring more goals than this brother. Like really and truly, there was no need for it. The players were there. I think the main thing that you needed was Isak.
So
No,
you're
but
saying
that's why like Ash is asking the question about the quadruple in it, because it's a strong squad.
I don't
Like,
think you beat PSG though. Regardless,
we've
so
already beat them. We beat them last time. They only won on penalties. It was 1-1 aggregate.
So I was going to ask, like, do you think that you could have allocated those funds elsewhere? Because when I look at your midfield, like you're very top heavy, in my opinion. Like you could call me out and say, Rod, you disagree. But the way I look at Liverpool, you take out McAllister, I think he's one of your best midfielders. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think if you take him out or if he gets injured, then you're not quite the same, like physically
Yeah,
and like.
We've got Sabos life, fam.
I was gonna say controversially, I'll say Sabozlai more than
You think
anything else.
so?
We're
I
covered. We're
do.
You
covered.
think so?
No,
Honestly.
no. I think Sabos. I think not playing Sabozlai much this season would affect him more than
Everybody needs a
McAllister.
What? Then
Sabos.
McAllister?
Yep.
Honestly.
No,
Because
you said if
It's
McAllister gets
unanimous.
injured, you said if McAllister gets injured, not get picked
yeah,
over.
I know, but say though, Sabozlai.
Yeah, I heard you,
If you
brother.
look, if you look at
All right.
Liverpool's midfield, the person with the like who can run the most is Sabozlai. Out of all the midfielders, right? He's the one. And listen,
He cover. Can I correct that? So
Done.
he will cover the most ground,
Yeah,
but him and McAllister are non-stop.
but he's faster than McAllister as well, so he's got more
Yeah, that's
recovery
what I mean.
things as well.
Covers the ground, but in terms of just like non-stop,
I think I,
continuous, both
I
of them.
think I think Liverpool are entering a dangerous territory of being imbalanced.
That's what I was getting at. But go on, carry on.
I
Carry
think
on.
there is.
Do you know who our coach is, bruv? Slot. You
Yeah,
know,
but again,
technician
bro, bro,
king.
bro, we've seen. Listen, we have seen back in 04, 05 Real Madrid having the best coaches and the best players in the world, and a massive imbalance happening, and they couldn't win the league or the Champions League for almost
Yeah,
10
but
years.
who was in charge? Was Michael Edwards in charge, bruv?
Listen, it only takes one. It only takes one season for it for it not to work. I mean, you can't just sit and think everything be rosy all the time. I'm just saying. I'm just
Why
presenting.
not, bruv? Last season it was.
Yes, last season was, but last season I think there was a more balanced team.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool becoming way more attacking, and that could be an issue that can bite them, especially if you don't play Szoboszlai. And there's only 3 spots in that midfield, which I would think it would be McAllister, Gravenberch, and Wirtz, right?
Yeah, but you know, Pep, Slot. He's a fan of Pep's no striker tactic. So you saw that a few times last season as
I
well.
guess
So,
you spend 150 million on Isak. You have to play him.
Yeah, that's mad still.
you
You have to
You know what I
play.
mean? Like after,
no,
after
listen. We don't have to play anyone.
so, yeah,
Maybe.
Play
Wow.
who he plays. He plays
He's
who.
taking your, he's taking your man.
Hey,
No, I'm
Pause.
saying he plays who needs to
And he
be
took
played
the
to
side
win
piece
that
as well.
game.
I hear that, but this is. But
yeah,
you're spending 150. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. You're spending 150 million on him. You're spending
For
money
6
on.
years. For
Right,
6
yeah,
years.
right. But I'm saying you spend 150 mil on him. You're spending 100 mil on Verts. You're also
You're
buying.
not allowed to rest.
You're buying Ekatike as well. You've
Hey,
also
they ever
got
been there
Frimpong.
before, bro. They
Like
ever been there before.
you
That's
are
what I mean.
buying a lot of attacking players. Like there's no way he's going to abandon playing some
No,
of
but
those
you
players.
know what? You know, Olu, there's a lot of games because I think I was
Mm.
one pod I was listening to. Yeah, when Real Madrid was playing, they were saying that that's like their 60-something game of the season. Like,
Mm.
there's loads of games. I think we played about 40-something games last season, and we went to the semis of the champs. We got knocked out of the other cup competitions. Like,
No,
I
we
don't know,
got
third round.
semis of the League Cup as well. 'Cause
League Cup as well, and we only played 40-something games. You get what I mean? So I think to go further in loads of competitions, you need like a load of talent like that. And I think this is more of a bigger thing of where the game's actually going, bro. It's turned to some NFL shit, bro. You're gonna need so many players to compete and play all these games over the
That's how
season.
the Chelsea owners thinking. Like it's
But
America.
but this is the backwardness. You can only register a certain amount,
yeah.
and then a
And you've
certain
got
amount got to be from a certain land, and it's just
Bruv,
stupid.
how many?
Mm.
But like, even though
Right.
Chelsea, they haven't got they've got a lot of players, but how many of those players do we actually fare? Like, if you know what I'm saying, with
And
all
they were
that
playing
squad.
nobodies. And another thing, and this is why I know, like I know your viewpoint of things is because of who you are, and everything Olu's saying, I agree with because I'm an Arsenal fan. Because you see the whole thing about being top heavy. We're the opposite of top heavy. We're bottom heavy. Pause. We're wild covered in defense. So you can understand from our perspective, because we like the good things in our team have been having that solidity, why it makes sense that he looks at your team in that way. And but where I have to be consistent and balanced now, you lot are stockpiled in forwards. We're stockpiled in defense. I'm dying to have what you want, and you probably might want what I want a little bit. But you lot win so much. Do you get what I mean? So now, what is it? Better to be bottom heavy, pause, or top heavy? Do you get what I mean? And think about it. Out of all the strikers and forwards they've signed, and they're so top heavy, there's only one Mo Salah. There's only one, and this is what pisses me off because
Hey,
we don't buy, we don't take these risks in our forward department. If you got to buy 10 forwards to get one gem, we might not ever get a fucking gem because we're gonna buy 10
yeah,
forwards.
because your manager's not risk averse. That's what it is. And I feel like my new manager kind of rates. I hate to say it. I think he rates Arsenal. Like I think he rates like Arteta the way they set up.
And that's
And
not Spurs, is it?
yeah,
He
yeah. I
loves
think he
Arsenal.
wants to. I think he wants to be more solid, more slid, like more tough, harder to beat. I think he wants to be, as you said, more bottom heavy. You know what I mean? No pause. Some man are back, man. Some man are like the chest to get me.
Yeah, the
I like
BBL
back your
winners,
breast. You know what I'm saying? Why can't
Yeah,
you have
facts.
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But I honestly think Thomas, he's going down that line where he looked at Spurs, he's come in and he's thinking, what does Spurs really need? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do you lot think? It's an outside perspective. Do you think Spurs need more solidity at the back, or do you think we need more gunmen up top? Because it's an interesting conversation, isn't it? Deji's looking at the
Yeah.
ceiling, gone. And then Toon
I
coming. I
think
want to
we
have
need.
a for you.
I think we need. It's weird. I almost feel like we need something across the whole team. But if we had a
Have
choice,
you had a choice? Yeah.
has to be attack. We need someone on the left hand side. Matthias Tell could turn out to be a superstar. But we don't know. And actually, I would even go as far as to say that as much as I like Solanke, the truth of the matter is we didn't really see much of him. And actually, I would prefer an out-and-out striker like a Vlahovic to say, you know what, we're guaranteed 18 plus goals in the season. For me, yeah, so I would say attack is probably more pressing than defense. I think our back four with good coaching could do a job.
And you know what? Another thing. What do you think of Liverpool now? You see, so in terms of what Olu was saying about them being top heavy, because I think this topic is is like a mirror of our teams because I know Toon and Mitch. They're solidity FC. Do you get what I'm saying? So I know what they might think is more vulnerable. And you two as Spurs, man, I'm a bit curious to see if you're going to be Spurs or you're going to be shameless. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, what I think of Newcastle, I think Newcastle
No,
defensive.
I mean Liverpool. And
Oh,
when
Liverpool.
Oli said that they're top heavy,
That's why I threw out the question. I was the one that kind of threw it out. Like, do you know what I'm saying? In terms, remember, I spoke with Ekatike. That's what I started with.
Yeah.
And then
I
I said,
actually don't think Liverpool's front line makes sense when they add Isak into it.
yeah, I hear you.
Like, I wouldn't say they're top heavy. I just don't think it makes sense.
no, but aren't they trying to do what you lot want to do? Like,
It makes
4-4-2, right?
perfect sense.
Oh yeah.
No, but they're trying to do the 4-4-2, yeah, which means Isak and Ekatike potentially will play off each other. Then what happens to
possibly.
Florian Wirtz? They've got a 10.
So don't for reverts. I mean, I'm assuming they're going to use wing backs.
Diamond, innit?
Yeah, Diamond. Yeah.
Have him in the 10 behind the 2, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because they play a 3. You got the 3 best midfielders. You change that into like a diamond shape. Put what?
But then
Yeah.
it feels like your DM
don't
needs
think-
to be a certain profile, and I don't think they've got the
I
profile
don't think
DM
Isak.
for
I
it.
don't think Isak is going to be playing every single minute of the season if he comes to Liverpool.
I know he is. He
That
is.
is- for me, that's
You're not going to get
That is
Isak all from Newcastle, and then he's not.
Not
playing
to, I do that with a straight face, Deji. I said, I know he is.
I'm going to say that one more time. He's not going to
Can
play.
I just say about Liverpool?
Wait. I'll just like to say, yeah, because our squad is strong. Yeah, so I think we're going to go far in a lot of
No,
competition.
your squad is. I was actually going to say that I don't even think Liverpool is top heavy. I actually think they've just upgraded.
We just lost Diaz. So
They've
we're not-
upgraded where they've needed to upgrade. So for me, Frimpong, great, is a good player. Kirkes, great player. Wirtz, fantastic player. Then they're bringing in a striker. They've just upgraded in every position. So I just think they're just
my
stronger.
boy there, Diamond. Say, big up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I too. What are you saying, man? I want to hear what Toon's got to say about this as well, man.
About Liverpool squad, I was just trying to look up the.
Yeah, while he's doing it, can I just say,
Go on,
I don't think we're top heavy. Yeah, I think there is an imbalance, and I think the balance is just I think we're one defender from being okay to start the league. As long as Gomez stays fit, then we're one defender away from starting the league. So I don't think we're
I
top
agree with
heavy.
that.
We just lost Diaz, so I just think it's more. Yeah, we just don't look balanced in it. But with that young defender coming in, centre back.
And a left back as well. Actually, no, I guess
Now we got three.
What about
better.
if Van Dijk gets injured?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Same thing I was thinking.
That's what we're one defender away from starting the league. Ideally, I think.
So like if Van Dijk gets injured, you play, was it Gray and Kwanzaa in it as a pair?
Well, right now,
Konate play, ain't it?
Konate, so not Kwanzaa. Konate, that's what I meant. So Konate.
right now it'll be Gomez and Konate. We ain't. He's
Yeah,
not
I was
up
about
there.
to say when you said
You're
Gay
lucky
and
Steph
Kwanzaa,
ain't
I was
there,
about
boy.
to say
Yeah,
neither
no,
of them play
I'm
for
thinking
Liverpool,
ahead,
bro.
innit? Like, I know they're linked with Gray. That's what.
I know.
Yeah,
We're
no,
still-
I'm way ahead on.
We've had a good transfer, but
Yeah.
That's what you
Preach.
want, though, right? You would like a Gray.
Preach, can I ask you one question?
I wouldn't say no. Go on.
Do you think? Are you not worried that Slot might try and do a bit too much
Big up time.
this season? Because I've watched Slot teams over the years, and last season seemed a tweak of what Klopp was doing. Do you think he might try and change a bit too much to make it a bit more him?
I think he has to, but I think he's had the whole season to do it, to look at what's there. So I think he's had time to actually think about what he's doing, instead of like. I would agree with you if all of this happened, the summary came in, I'd be worried. I think that's too much changes, but I feel like he's had enough time. Like everyone's already predicting players like Elliott's. He's not favoured, so I feel like he knows he's got the depth in it. So I'm not worried.
How many changes is too many changes to a starting 11?
It depends what positions.
And
If your
I think
core stays the same, I reckon you could make 3-4 to your starting 11 and be fine.
and
So
the
you
flow
mean
of
like
the
the
team.
outer core? You mean the fullbacks, the forward, the wingers?
No, but like
or-
core wise, I always used to say core
Goalkeeper,
was the
centre-back,
goalie, the
midfield.
centre back, centre mid striker.
Yeah.
But now, really, your core is the person who controls each section.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I like
So
that.
they
Yeah,
might not all
yeah,
be through the middle, but
yeah,
they'll like pull people into place when they're a little bit out of where they're meant to be.
yeah,
So as long as that
yeah,
core doesn't change, I think you're all right making at least 3 or 4 changes
yeah,
to your starting 11.
yeah. I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly, man.
Yeah.
Tune, what you said?
No, just looking at Liverpool's lineup, I think probably just the one that you guys talked about, probably the defense really, because Gomez is now out for how long is he out for? I don't know why it's taking so long with Gahey, for instance, but Gahey's a tricky one because I do think he really wants minutes.
You're right. He does want minutes. No, you're fine.
And
He's
You're right.
another one like Eze. He needs minutes for the World Cup,
yeah,
innit?
Yeah,
like, and he's not afraid to say it. Like he's like
he's
I
happy
want
to stay. He said he's
wants,
happy
he's
to
happy
stay
to
at
stay.
Palace.
That's he
Yeah,
means it. Trust me, he means it.
yeah.
And if you're talking about core, I think when I think of core, I think of the spine of the team. And
Mm.
so far, your forwards are going to be changed. Your midfield's going to be tinkered with Verts. That's going to be interesting. And okay, you got Konate and Virgil in the middle, but you got Frimpong and Kirkers besides them who play differently to your Trent Alexanders. So I
Mm.
don't think I'm personally not underestimating what was said earlier around maybe a little bit too much change. How that's going to go, because in the pre-seasons you looked a little bit vulnerable to transitions here and
Yeah,
there.
that's what I did see as well. You're right.
So obviously it's pre-season. I don't take it too seriously, but
And
I think
yeah,
maybe
kids and all of that.
you're just testing yourselves out. But
Mm.
it is there. It is there that maybe you're looking at ideas.
Yeah,
He's doing it for a purpose. So
yeah, yeah.
something to look
Because
at.
I think I've heard Liverpool fans say that they need a physical presence. I've heard someone say that, but then I've also heard Liverpool fans say more so that they need a controller. They need someone that can dictate the tempo a little bit more, as in terms of like passing range, because
Yeah,
they've
that's
got
McAllister and Wirtz. That don't make no sense.
huh.
That don't make no sense. That's McAllister and Wirtz. We got them.
I don't know if they mean from in the sixth role. So like I think that's why you've been linked to
Mane,
what's his face from Palace as well, Adam Wharton.
Wharton.
Adam Wharton.
Yeah, a lot of fans. I've heard a lot of Liverpool fans say that they would like a six, like because like with Gravenberch, he's more of a player that kind of gets on the ball, puts his foot over the ball, rolls it, and he's on a half turn and he dribbles and he carries and breaks lines like that. But I think a lot
Which
of
worked.
Liverpool fans,
Which worked last
it
season.
works because there's different ways to break down.
Definitely worked.
Yeah, it works. It works. I'm not doubting that, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying I've heard a few Liverpool fans say that, but obviously you disagree. You disagree.
Exception to the rule. We got delusional Liverpool fans as well.
I'll bring
Unfortunately,
them on. Don't worry. I'll bring them on. Don't worry.
No, we're all right. We're all
All
right.
right.
Our reputation's been good so far on here.
All right, cool. Has anyone else got anything else to say on that? 'Cause I want to change it real quick.
Only
No?
other thing is, what's happening with your goalie situation, Preach? Which one of the two play? Because hasn't the Georgian guy come in? No.
Yeah, he's there. Allison had some sort of personal issue. It's not been disclosed what happened. So he had to fly out. But he's back now in training. So yeah, there ain't
Was he in
there ain't
Real
no.
Sociedad with Isak?
Say that again.
Was he in Real Sociedad with Isak?
Well,
Right.
you never know, fam. You never know. Saying Alexandrino. You get me?
I tell you what, that last comment that you just flashed up, if that happens,
What's that?
I'd be very unhappy. Walton to Spurs.
Yeah.
That's
I think-
exactly what Tottenham
You
need.
guys-
That's
Exactly.
the profile they need.
Exactly. It's true. I agree.
You guys are bidding for. No, I'm not. There's Rodrigo, but I think he might be in Zabani.
Rodrigo.
What? Who are you talking about? What team?
Tottenham.
Tottenham
Tottenham.
for Zabani.
No, yeah, Sabani from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
But
he
he
going,
wants.
PSG.
Yeah, no, he wants PSG though. He wants. Yeah, we're willing to spend the money on it. Like
Yeah.
we want to. I feel like Spurs secretly want a big centre back. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know the situation with Romero wholeheartedly. Like it looks like he's going to stay because Atletico Madrid, they were the biggest club that were in for him, but then they obviously signed. Who did they sign? Henkapi? Oh no, did they sign? No, the guy from PSV. I think they signed. Hanko. They signed.
Oh yeah.
So that's the reason why. Like, and we said we're stubborn. We wanted 70 mil, and they didn't want to match that price, even though they've got P's in it. They've got money anyway. We were linked to Guehi last January, and apparently we put a 70 million offer in the last day of the window, and it got rejected because obviously
Last day. Okay.
it's the last day in it. How are they going to replace him? Do you know what I mean? And I think at the time, Agüero apparently he didn't want to move. That's what I heard. So I feel like if Romero doesn't sign an extension, huh?
I wouldn't have wanted to move to Spurs. Who would want to move to Spurs?
Hey.
That
To
in
be
January,
fair, in
last-
January, that would have been a mad move for him.
Mad still. Hey, Preach, what God? This is mental. Hey, Preach, we can't hear you. You're right. Huh? Oh, joking. That's a joke.
see.
You were still talking, didn't it? You're like, it's talking.
Just getting up to my Wi-Fi connection. Like, what's going on?
Mad thing. Hey, but I want to talk about Chelsea, yeah?
Say.
Go on. Carry on. You carry on. Yeah.
Everton. Are they really going in for Fofana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Everton moving stealth, you know. They're going in for Fofana.
That's a missing piece. That's a missing piece for a lot of us as well.
They're going in for Douglas Luiz as well, and they're going in for Grealish.
Who's this?
Everton.
Don't they always do this every now and then, right? They're always going to, like, remember they bought James
Ancelotti, innit?
They bought Rodriguez. Remember they bought Van der Meijden from Inter
Yeah, Van der
Milan?
Meijden. I remember that.
Like, they used to always buy random, like, players where you're like, why the hell are you at Everton? All of a sudden.
You know them way randomly.
Yeah, Everton are trying to do bits on the slide still. I see it still, but it's Everton, isn't it? They're going to be out of their new stadium. So they're going to be out of their old stadium, sorry. So it's going to be weird for Moyes because, you know, when you come out your stadium, it's just not quite the same for those who've been through it. Do you know what I mean? Like, once you're not at home, you don't have that same fear factor. Yeah, man. Goodison Park was a difficult place to go. I don't know if you don't feel the same, but Goodison Park was a bit sticky. You know what I mean? Say again, too?
Highbury too, like Highbury back in the day.
Yeah. Old school ground, man. You know what I'm saying? That feel, the atmosphere, rare tear. You know what I'm saying? But
Notice how no one mentioned White Hart Lane.
Crazy.
Agendas have to
Crazy.
agenda. Look, I'm here for it.
3 Point Lane.
Hey, White Hart Lane was. Brother, listen, the last time we played at White Hart Lane, we were undefeated. That's all I got to say about that. But moving on, Chelsea. Is there no one fear them? There's no one think Chelsea could be. Is there a dark horse? I'm gonna say Chelsea, but is there a dark horse where you think they might catch people off guard? Like, do you know what I mean? There's no one rating Chelsea, because you know what, Chelsea, to add some context, they had the same wins that Arsenal had. Obviously, Arsenal had more draws because Arteta.
How many wins was that?
20 something.
We had 20 wins.
No, it was more than 20.
All
right. He's 8.
My bad. I mean,
we had a shit season though, man.
we drew a lot of games. 14 games, I think we drew.
Yeah, I think you know what it is. I think with Arteta,
you drew a little bit less than that in your invincible season.
Oh wow!
12,
I ain't literally prepared, you know.
I'm sorry, but
I'll still take it. I'm still taking it.
Did you? Is yours gold?
I feel like he was looking at me. I was like, he was looking down the lens. I was like, raw. No, but like, all right. So no one fears Chelsea on the panel.
No. They're gonna be a good team. Like, fear. There's a difference between fear and like knowing what they are. Like, I think Chelsea are going to be a good team. They've always. I mean, okay, yeah, the season they finished 12th and the season before that, but traditionally they're always going to be a good team. The question is just going to be, I think, I keep saying this, will the egos take over? Because there's a lot of players they keep bringing in all the time. And it's difficult.
It can't work, man.
It's difficult when you
It shouldn't work.
I feel like everyone hates Chelsea. I feel like
champions of the world,
hates
man.
Chelsea, I'll be real.
Yeah, but that's Trump gave them the trophy, bro. It's a friendly tournament, man. No one cares about that, man.
I think Chelsea have been given some sort of diplomatic immunity from pressure and expectation to contend. Like, it's insane. Like,
spending $6 billion and that.
Because I'm surprised Arsenal fans aren't sticking it on him more. Like, Arteta gets, he spent 800, 900 million, and I'm like, these guys spent that like in 2 transfer windows.
Facts.
Like this guy's done it over what, 5, 6 years.
Yeah,
it's because no one cares.
No, they do.
No, that's the thing. Everybody's playing it down too much. Run the agenda. Make sure the agenda runs.
Because you're just giving them diplomatic immunity. I know that what you're saying. I'm not saying that whether you think they are building a squad of like 7, 8 out of 10 players, and they're not going to be contending, and people have given them the saying, "Oh, in 2027 they're going to be great." Why are we giving them 2020? Arsenal were never given this grace period of, oh, you know, like they said, oh, why are they buying project players? They have to win like every other year, and you guys let these guys off scot free for this nonsense, bro. Like, I can't believe you're so lax with them.
We got integrity, man.
No, but then no. But put it this way, yeah.
No,
Me and
no,
Toon come on here, yeah, and hold corn over stuff about competing when we've never been there. Chelsea have been there and they've spent a bag load of money and they're not holding no corn on nothing. Like they are literally just allowed to do whatever they do.
Chelsea
And no
been
one's
cheating.
saying nothing.
Chelsea been cheated, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You know how much like teams are angry when they buy players, like, you know what I'm saying? All of our targets have been taken by Chelsea at some point or the other. If not this window, some other window. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And even when they got the transfer ban, it just felt like it wasn't long enough.
And you know what's mad? Because you know what? And I think this is what, even though deep down when you look want to be shameless and stuff, because did you say, Ollie? Did you say no one cares?
Yeah.
Nobody cares. And this is a part of being a big club. And as much as we ain't won certain trophies, the way people go on about us and can't wait to take a dig about us, when we don't, as you said to him, we don't get the same slack. We don't. But these clubs that nobody cares. And what shocked me, what my latest shock is, man, you have gone there. Because think about it. How long's Arteta been at Arsenal? I don't know, they say 5, 6 years. They say he ain't won a trophy for 5 years. So that means the years when he started, like the first and second year, were included. Because you say 5 years. You don't say 4, you don't say 3, you don't say 2. So is Amarin not on fraud watch, or should he not be winning a trophy soon? Since Arteta was expected to win one in his first year,
which he technically did, but then
but it don't
not his team.
It's not his team. So where's
Amarim's fully on fraud watch though.
Yeah, he is.
No, but they got to be winning leagues, bro. They got to be winning leagues like Arteta.
They need to focus on winning football matches before they focus on trophies, bro. They need to
Arteta
start winning
never got that
games.
grace.
His press conference is scary, bro.
You know what it is though? It's because they're not a threat no more. So we just wait till something goes wrong, and then we
can't underestimate that though. Like
you can't underestimate.
That's crazy.
Oh wow,
that's crazy.
Listen, I wish you know what?
No.
I'll tell you
here again.
I'm back.
I guess he's not here no more.
It's not here no more.
Triggered me. No, Preacher's triggered
Too
me.
much projection.
I need to listen. I wish I knew Preacher when they were buying the likes of Letalic and Bruno Cheroux. If he had this much chest, I bet it's the first time in a long time he's had this much chest. These guys were buying
Cinema Pongole and that.
You know the way there.
That's where he won the Champions League.
When Jojo Shelby was tearing down the wing, he's a central midfielder.
We ain't forgotten.
Man got a goal and an assist and an own goal in his debut.
Herpy and the man. Herpy.
Yeah, man.
Man like Herpy.
Yeah, was it Sacco?
Sacco with the strip with the Brazilian. The Brazilian.
Who was the guy that Cruyff turned into his own goal? Was it Arma Traore?
Oh,
Cruyff
insane.
turns into his own goal and also
Insane.
Exactly. I wish I knew you back then.
That rainbow turn or whatever it is, I think then.
I wish I knew you back then because I don't like the way you got too much chest and it's pissing me off now.
You wouldn't have liked me then because we had more trophies than you still.
Guess what? It doesn't matter. Back then you were finishing what 5th and 6th, so you never had that much chest.
It doesn't matter. We still hadn't been able to trust.
Only you should have seen him when Klopp left. You should have seen Preacher. He was so quiet, bro. Grace period for
you know when them.
I miss those grace days, man.
I was quiet until Michael Edwards was hired.
Change your life, huh?
Yeah, because I don't want my coach doing sporting director jobs and CEO jobs at the same time. You get me? Just focus on your job. You get me?
I feel attacked right now.
No, but if he can, he's a serious guy. You get what I'm saying? Wenger used to put the sausage rolls on the plate at Arthur. You know what I mean?
Rolling up socks.
Everything. He was the kit man. He was the photographer.
Everything, man.
It's a go laundry.
With the kit bag, yeah?
Tony, what
Ah,
shirt are we
mental.
wearing?
Hey, with the dirty socks,
Wow.
mental. But listen,
No,
I
Yeah,
got-
Can I ask one question? One
Go on,
question
go
to
on.
everybody.
Go on,
Does
go on.
anybody else feel like this is like one of the only seasons they can remember where at the top of the table there's so many variables that you actually can't give a proper answer to across every single side?
How do you mean? Because I think
Like-
Liverpool favourites, no?
Like, I
top of the
can't put
table.
a name to it. Like City have made loads of changes.
I
Liverpool
still
have
think
made
City
quite a
need-
few.
City still needs centre backs, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like
I
every
think
single team that would be in the race, there's still too many questions for me to turn around and say, right, they're my favourites.
I think Liverpool, City, and Arsenal, in my opinion, they've got like big squads, if that makes sense. Meaning the drop off from their starting 11 to their bench isn't crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I asked about Chelsea, because Chelsea have got, for me, their depth is decent. You know what I mean? I still think their centre forwards. I'm not convinced. Do you know what I mean? As much as Pedro's been shaking his bum, as Deji would say, and then you've got the Lap, who had a decent season, first season at Ipswich, but I think he's a good City project guy, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? But I still don't know if they're going to come to Chelsea and be the number 9s that they need to get into that next level.
Chelsea are different, yeah, because like Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal have all got like the top bracket players, and they've got a few of those top bracket players. Where say they've got 3 or 4 10s in their team.
Yeah.
Chelsea have got a squad full of 8s. So they've got the same squad regardless of who they play. They're just 8s every week.
Wouldn't you say? Would you used to call
So
Palmer?
regardless of what they do, they're going to produce an 8. So over a season, they're going to be there or thereabouts because every week's an 8.
Yeah, that's true. Because I was going to say, what do you think of? Where would you place Palmer and Caicedo? Because obviously Chinks is saying, I don't rate it, but like Palmer and Caicedo for me.
Even Palmer for me, yeah, he had that incredible season. Well, incredible season and a half. But since January up until like the quarterfinals of the Club World Cup, he was shaky. So he's still not one of them that I would put with your Sakas, with your Salahs, with your like top bracket players that deliver every week, season in, season out. I still wouldn't put him there. And the same with Caicedo. He needs to do it a little while longer to be put in that bracket of player.
I'm with you.
I think Caicedo's closer to it than Palmer is.
I think Caicedo's closer to than Palmer. I agree with that. Yeah.
But they haven't done it for long enough to be like they're certified. Every week they're 8, 9, 10 on your scores.
Do you know what it is about Liverpool? Sorry to go back to Liverpool. I just think I saw a little bit of preseason. The way Salah, and he's been doing this before, the way he does the little outside of the boot Travella kind of assist, he's like perfected that in my opinion. And I think him playing a little bit closer to that the kind of central area and allowing Frimpong to go up and down and do what he needs to do, I think he might be the assist king. You know what I'm saying? Because as they get older, you see it with every player. They find like a new skill or they refine a tool where they don't have to use their like pace or explosiveness as much, and they develop their football intelligence a little bit more. I think him and Verts could, like, whoever's up top, they could be supplying goals like on a crazy level. You know what I mean? So that's why I've got Liverpool there. And also with Man City, I'm not sure about them only because of the you see Turkey, he's still a question mark. Do you get it? As much as he's a box full of tricks, he's a maverick. And what Pep does with Mavericks, I know it came out the other day that I don't know who it was. I think it was Coleman. He said from Bayern Munich. He was saying, like he allows me to dribble. So that kind of ended that whole debate where
Yeah,
you know the debate
Pep's
that
now got bare Mavericks, by the way. Like if they play the 4-2-3-1 with the 3 behind the front man being Cherky, Savinho, and Doku, they've got 3 Mavericks just behind the front man.
Yeah,
like he's just stacked them over the last 2 windows.
So do you think then what Pep's doing now is he's making them invert or play a lot more central? Do you know what I'm saying? Because now he's got more up and down fullbacks or wing backs in like Nori, and he's going to use Nunez or not Nunez, the other guy as a right wing back.
Nunes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Nunes,
Nunes, isn't
sorry,
it? The
yeah.
guy that's signed from
So
Watford,
do you
isn't it?
think they're going to be a lot more, like you said, the free, a lot more central, and more like that's going to play to their strengths? You think that's going to be his new tactic?
I've got no idea what they're going to do. I look at their side; it looks scary on paper, but I can't figure out what he's going to do. I don't even try and think about what Pep's going to do. He
I
just
think that,
does.
yeah, they're just gonna have a slow start. He's gonna start Rodri, and that's gonna be the break.
And Reinders as well. Don't forget that.
I think the variables of I feel like, and it's certain, I think it's going to come down to the managers, but I also think their squads reflect them. I think Guardiola is a bit like Rodri. He's had a serious injury. He's had a little serious breakdown himself this year, and he's
I
coming
like that.
back. And everybody thinks he's going to be that guy because he was that guy at some point. I just don't think he will be. I think he's broken. I think that team's a little bit. It's gonna be still quality.
So
Yeah,
in your opinion, Liverpool and Arsenal, they're the front runners then?
for me, yes, but the variability with Liverpool is when we're talking about the squads, it is a lot of changes for me.
So do you think Arsenal have more of an uptick then?
They've
Because
got more
they're not really
consistency,
changed that
but my
much.
concern is with Arteta.
What's
He
changed with Liverpool?
So we were talking about your core, like you've had a lot of like in your forwards, one in your midfield, in your back line. You're gonna have Kirkers on one side, Frimpong on the other, who is a talent, but it's a different way. Like it's different to Trent. It's how you're gonna do your build ups, how you're gonna
Yeah, but
react
I'm
to.
saying Frimpong is the only
Kirkus as
change.
well. Kirkus
Frimpong,
as well.
but
Feasibly, if you
Kirkes isn't a change. He's an addition. We still got
Okay, but from
yeah,
what
but he's still a
yeah,
new player, isn't
yeah.
he?
So that's how I'm
yeah,
seeing.
but
Like
All starting
yeah, but
11.
what I'm saying is, but because you're saying change is like bad, but I'm saying we still
no, I'm
got the
not saying that. I'm saying
foundation.
that there's a variability. Variability meaning that it's unpredictable. Like
Like especially like
What, no,
defensively.
I know that's what I'm challenging. We've got the same, other than Trent. We've got the same. So
No, no,
we
so,
still got
No, but
Robbo. One second, let me light a bit. We still got Robbo and Simi in it. So
Hmm.
that's the same foundation that you saw last season. That's the same still there. Everything else is an addition to it. So what you don't make, so we're actually stronger midfield. Anything left wing now because we just lost Diaz. So I'd see that as a change now, innit? Because there was a reliance, and hopefully another left winger comes in that we don't know if they could play.
Olu, before you come in, oh,
Mhm.
sorry, before you finish, preach. Go on, carry on.
Last point.
Go on.
Works isn't coming to replace anyone. He's coming as an addition. So when I hear changes, when I see changes, I think of Nottingham Forest. That's more of a change.
Mm.
The amount of players they got in, the reliance. We're
Mm.
not reliant, other than Frimpong, we're not reliant on the new players. If that makes sense, they're an addition to what we already know. That's what I mean when I say arts with
Go ahead.
So,
change.
Olu, before you come in,
Mhm.
Mitch, are you drinking Ribena there? Guys, please make sure you like and share and subscribe the video. But yeah,
Dr.
go on,
Pepper,
Olu, go
guys.
on.
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Dr.
All
Pepper.
right.
You've only got
Well,
19
Dr. Pepper.
likes. What's going on?
So I'm
yeah,
gonna
nice,
say the change that I will say exists, which is gonna be the thing I'm gonna be interested in seeing, is gonna be the release valve that is Trent. Because as much as Liverpool fans don't like him right now, Trent's passing could get Liverpool from back to front so quickly. And it's not just passing, it's the accuracy of his passes, whether it's crossfield, whether it's straight up the line to Salah. We've taken that away and having Frimpong, who's more of a dribbler with the ball from what I've seen. It's going to be interesting to see how Liverpool, I don't want to say deal with it, because obviously Slot will work on some tactics to deal with the fact that he doesn't have Trent anymore. But I just think that as much as I always say this, as much as a liability Trent is, I would take that liability knowing what he can do up the pitch. Because he might make a mistake once every 3 games, but he'll do something quality in those 3 games himself. And I think that's going to be a bigger miss than, in my opinion, and I could be proven wrong,
so
but
for
I feel
you,
that's going to be a massive miss. And I think a lot of Liverpool fans who don't see that might be in for a shock when they realize that that sort of ability to move the ball so quickly and get the team sort of moving forward gets taken away by Trent not being there.
yeah. So like
You should see Frimpong, bruv. His
yeah.
pace. Whew.
Just with the like, I know. Preach sees it as additions. I see it as changes for Liverpool, and why I feel like if you look at Arsenal, they brought depth, so we all know their front 11. Like we pretty much know who they're going to be their front 11, and it's just going to be rotation with the depth that they've got. So I feel like there's going to be consistency. So I'm far more confident that Arsenal will be like second or first there. My only variability of Arsenal, though, different to Liverpool, is Arteta. And we won't know until he does it, essentially. That's my only thing with Arsenal. So it's probably a Liverpool Arsenal thing, but I still don't like the variability. And I think with City, they've bought a lot of players, but they've lost the biggest thing that they had, or one of two things they had. One was the possession, the other one is them out of possession and how they close teams down. And the worse they've got at that, the worse team they have. And the players they've got, although are skillful and incredible on the ball, aren't the best like pressers and winning the ball back. They're not the best at that.
I agree with
So
that.
I do worry, together with Pep's brokenness, together with him being still using the same players. Like he's selling Nico Gonzalez again. Like I just think I don't think he's got the same verve, like the
Yeah,
same
energy, legs,
energy
pressing.
like your
Yep,
Arnslots and the
yep,
Artetas have. I don't think he has it.
yep.
So I think
And
that's
he came out and said we need to be more like the Newcastles. We need to be more like the Brightons and the Forests. Meaning that the up and down nature of the league, you need to have that high intensity. You need to have that work rate. Do you understand? And I think that's a good point. Like if you're, because we always focus on, well, not all of us, but as fans, you kind of focus on the on the ball stuff, the attacking, like how the teams look like going forward. But there is it's in a competitive league. You have to think about the off the ball stuff as well, and how will teams set up and how will they be vulnerable without the ball. So that is a big question mark with some of the changes that are coming in. Not just talking about Liverpool, by the way. I'm just talking about in general from the league. And I do hear what Toon's point is with Arsenal, because they haven't changed that much and they've got so much depth in that kind of defensive structure that all Arsenal needed to really add was more attacking, more firepower to get over the line. Because I think the way Arteta thinks, he would rather draw than lose. That's his mentality. But I think that's an issue within itself, because he doesn't have the risk appetite to go and win a game and risk it and
I
throw
don't. I,
caution to the
You know,
wind.
it's mad.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think that. I
I
think that.
fully believe that. I
I
got
think.
killed for that
I
same point.
think that. I think that sort of notion gets overplayed. If you look at his win percentage, he's got the highest win percentage of any Arsenal manager right now. So that means that by logic, he's a win first
Is that
manager.
over seasons though? Is that
Over,
over
No,
now,
it's
over
facts.
his 5 years,
Facts.
over
There's
his
one
5
more game
years,
and he's lost.
he's won a high. He's got a higher win
is that
percentage
over
than
that
Wenger.
last season, or is that
No, it's
Throughout,
no tenure.
throughout no
So
tenure.
that's what I'm looking at on not a whole season basis. I'm doing it case by case. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
games.
but
Yeah,
I
but
was
then
thinking
if
when you
the
said last season would be more of an anomaly if by default he or most seasons he just wins. Even last season he got 20 wins, which means that over half the games they played, Arsenal win. I don't think he's
I
a
think he is.
and even the
risk
games we lose, Olu, we probably got the better XG.
You know
And
what
I
it
know
is.
people say
You know
stats
what?
don't mean nothing, but we just don't put away. There's always chances in our games. That's why everybody says we need a gunman.
You know what it is for you guys. It's like because you're so close to it, you're seeing it like that. So, listen to what these external fans are saying to you. This is what, from us just looking at the team, what we're
No,
saying.
I agree with you. But then the thing is, yeah, when you turn around and then we have our highest goal scoring season I think our team's ever had with this guy, and a lot of the same players are still there. And then it's like, fucking hell, you lot can do this. It's just like in the moments in games, as you said, case by case, you lot fluff it. Look at against PSG second round, we were all over them. They couldn't get the ball in the net. It happens a lot. Even look, we played the other day. Newcastle. We started well, one chance, boom, they're ahead. Like it's the same thing of where we don't take our chances. And on top of that, now even to
Yeah.
reinforce Olu's point a little bit, he's going for now. Party is a big part of our team, but his first pass forward weren't always the quickest. He was more risk averse. Zubi now, that's his thing. His thing is get it forward quickly. Madueke, who's meant to play on the left, Grokeres, who's bearing down on that. I think that's and we see like when you were saying the Eze thing don't make sense. But then it's the contradiction of what you're saying of what you're saying now is wrong with the team, because that Eze, who's not one of our typical mold players, adds that other element going forward to our team, which he's trying to adopt now. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
I understand that. I
yeah,
get it.
I get it.
But that's why it goes back to Mitch's point around there's so many variables. Like it's not quite. I don't think it's quite the same. It's just so many little things that are playing into it. Honestly.
Yeah, there's so many, and on that risk averse thing, yeah, I've got kind of got two kind of joint points. The first time I looked at it with Arteta, and this is going to sound mad because it is Man City and you were down to 10 men. That game where they scored really late made me feel that he didn't just go for the kill. It wasn't the fact you sat in with 10 men, it was the fact you never had any plan to be able to get out. If they scored earlier, you were always going to lose because he had made his subs and hadn't set up in any way to be able to get out of your own defensive third. And the other thing is, I've said this about Arteta quite a few times. I rate him highly as a coach, like very, very highly as a coach. It's his decision making of the tactic in each game that lets him down. It's not that he can't do it. He can go out and be the best scoring team in the league with what you've got. He can go out and be the best defensive team in the league with what you've got. He could probably go out and be the team with the highest percentage statistics in the league or win every single game on XG in the league. It's just game to game, the tactic he picks for specific games is wrong too often.
Mm.
And that is why you haven't won a league yet.
I mean, I would totally agree with this because I always said the biggest mistake he ever made last season when we finished 2 points, 1 game swing, was that against Aston Villa, which was a crucial game. And people say, oh, yeah, we drew against Man City. And I was like, no, if you look at the Aston Villa game, he just came back from injury. He was not fit. Havertz was playing well up front. And just to accommodate Havertz and to play Jesus, he took Havertz and put him back in midfield. Something that at the start of the season just clearly didn't work. We lost that game 2-0. I mean, yes, Trossard had a chance to put it back in the net, but we lost that game 2-0.
And
So
that's what annoys man, because there's always a chance, and then even in that, and this is what pisses me off here because it's the same thing, but it's different because then I could say the player that he fucking played, the team that was there should have fucking beat them. Do you get what I mean? But they don't do their fucking job, and then man turn around and blame Arteta and don't take no accountability. Like you man have probably slapped these men up before. I don't think there's a team in the league Arteta ain't won against. I think maybe except Liverpool. And
no, he's beaten Liverpool. He's won. He's actually, apart from the teams which have now been promoted, he's beaten every team.
He's beating every team. So these men can do it, but they just don't fucking do it.
But so I look at it like leadership is influence. So everything comes down from the manager. Which I'm saying that's why it comes. That's why I keep on saying I think it's going to come down to the managers. That's why for Arsenal, for me, it's Arteta, and because I do think he's a really, really good manager. I think he's like that A-star student, but when it comes to like that final exam, he's not quite doing it. Whereas Arne Slot has figured out a way to just take the game by the scruff of the neck. I mean, this is why he's trying to get Isak on top of it. We're saying, why does he want it?
But ain't that a player's issue then?
So
because Salah won them the league.
Yeah. So
and Graben Verts played a big part.
I'm not abdicating responsibility from the players. They've got to do their competency, but I also think that they feed off their manager, the influence of their manager. It's like we just talked about Everton earlier. When Ancelotti came in, I think they thought they were Real Madrid, but they acted like Real Madrid. Stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? They started acting pristine, and they were getting him.
But this is what I'm because Arteta is the most demanding motherfucker there is, though. There's some shit I've heard when he's saying they're complaining about Saka's playing too much. They say, how much games did fucking Messi play? The best players in the world have to play all these games. Yeah. Like, he's the most demanding person. He's the most demanding manager I've ever seen in our team.
I agree, but he's got nothing to his name.
Yeah.
Not really. I'm saying not like that. Like there's something to it.
Yeah.
What do you mean nothing to his name though? So your credentials as a manager only is relevant to
I think like what it is like they always say the reason why when Pep first came in, his first trophy was a League Cup. And he said the reason why he had to get that League Cup over the line, and you hear it with Mourinho as well, like they go after the League Cups, is because they're trying to install in their players that kind of winning culture, that winning mentality, how it feels to get over the line. And once you've gotten over the line, then you kind of know the art of it, if that makes sense. I know it sounds cliche and it sounds like...
Because it is, because there's way more teams who've won those cups and not gone on to dominate everything.
Leicester did it. Leicester had no one who had won the league before, and a season happened and won the league.
Yeah,
think
and
he
then they
had.
won.
Danny
They won.
Simpson had won a league.
Hmm?
Danny Simpson had won a
They
league.
won the FA Cup as well.
Did he?
They won the FA Cup after
Danny
the league as
Simpson won a
well.
league at Man United.
Vardy's got
Ah,
more
come on.
trophies
He,
than Kane.
he probably didn't play that much when he played at
Yeah, man.
Man United. But what I mean though is like, listen, I do agree with that. I think there's an element of it's a nice sound clip to me that
Mm.
because you win, you now learn how to win. I think it's still a game, it's still 90 minutes. You still go out and compete. And like PSG won the Champions League. None of their players had won the Champions League before.
Who was their manager though?
Yeah, who was their
Yeah,
manager?
there is that too as well.
So
But
you're proving no. You're proving the point. Then,
Exactly.
I hear that. I do hear
How
that.
the
Okay,
players
okay. Let me even make it closer to home for you, Toon. You played against the Liverpool team who have got winners who have won Champions Leagues and League Cups the season before, and your team is made up of mostly players apart from let's say
Yes.
Trippier who've not won a league and a
Yes.
manager who's never won anything,
Yes.
but you still showed up on the day,
Yes.
right? So sometimes like football's not as
But
simple.
what did
It's not
Liverpool
simple
win at
math.
the end of the season?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying when
They.
it comes to you though, when it comes
So
to
you're
you as
proving
a
my point
team,
in each case, though.
no,
You're
I'm
putting-
not. I'm right.
You
You just
are,
can't see
because-
it.
No. You're choosing Enrique, by the way, who's now 2 times treble
Yeah.
winner. Arne Slot had just come off a win in the Dutch league going into Liverpool.
And he did a double there at the Dutch
But
league.
what about
He did a
how?
Even before
double
that,
there.
What about Eddie Howe?
Anderlecht, he done a double with Anderlecht, and then he won a double with Feyenoord as well.
Well, that's what Eddie Howe now is a very interesting experiment. Now he has won the League Cup, and if we do hope by the grace of God get this transfer window right, it's gonna be very interesting. I think so. I'm already expecting us to be semi-finals and finals for domestic cups. I think we're going to take every trophy very, very seriously.
Do you know?
No, sorry, I could say,
No, no,
the reason
go on.
I hear that, but the thing is that I would have said the same thing would be for Arteta because within 6 months he had won the FA Cup, right? With most people say he isn't his team, which I always say is actually harder than because it means that you had no choice. You had to figure out how to make these guys play better because we were playing shit before, right? That's why the old manager got sacked. So it's actually a harder job to pick someone else's team and win with that than if you pick your own team. I'm just sure that it didn't translate. Even though he won the FA Cup, he never got close to winning it again.
I think it's timing because Arsenal was his first job. That 3-4 months that he took over and won the FA Cup was a great thing. I would wager this, and I can't do this. I'm not in his heart. I almost think if you ask him deep down inside, maybe on his pillow and he's talking to his wife, he's thinking, "I won this trophy by accident," and
That's crazy.
He's so new.
Did Eddie Howe win it by accident?
No, that one is intent. If Arteta won, because look, remember we went in the League Cup finals the previous year. So
Yes.
I'm saying to you, we won the League Cup
Yes.
final previous year.
They had that heartache, a bit like
He
when
had-
Klopp had the heartache as well. You got to how many finals,
Yeah. And look, this final,
and then he won.
we
No, you
changed the
can't
ho-
say that.
We changed
See
the
that
hotel
man
that we
said
stayed
Klopp
at.
and Preach was back.
Listen, say Klopp 5 times for the mirror.
He hasn't finished what he was doing. Not even close.
No,
He's
no.
still
Do
got
you know
better
what?
stuff to do.
I wanted to say that. Got to remember Arteta. Even though you're talking about the trophies, Arteta has turned. What was it? 8th, 7th, 6th place team into a 2nd place team.
Yes.
So I do understand what you're saying, but there's been like in the bread and butter, there's been improvements.
No,
Do you know
I'm
what
not saying I think he's outstanding, but it's that next bit. So the difference between I'm not comparing Arteta to us and his improvement.
No, I know what you mean. I know what
Yeah,
you.
to Slot, to Pep Guardiola, what's it going to get Arsenal to get over the top? I think they've got a great squad. I think they've done the best squad building so far out of everybody because they got depth and they got consistency in their first 11. My worry is the manager, not because he's outstanding, but because he hasn't done it yet.
But why could it just not be he didn't have the squad to win because the best man won? Why is it always a way to flip it negatively and act like you flopped it? Because he's not entitled or guaranteed to win anything.
Can I go first on that one?
Go on.
So my thing with Arteta, I'm going to liken this to that school. You had kids that were good at certain subjects and they were very good at them subjects and they knew what they were talking about all the time. But then there's one kid who's like great at all the subjects, but he never gets A stars in any of them. He gets B's, B pluses, and the odd A. I think that's where Arteta is sat at the minute. He knows a lot about so much of the game, but he hasn't got like an elite thing that he's really good at that gets him to win the big tournaments. And all of the managers that do it consistently seem to have that thing. Like Mourinho
Hey,
was.
Mitch, do you know what that reminds me of? Have you seen that film? It's a smart kid, and he's really Goodwill Hunting. Have you seen that Goodwill Hunting film?
Yeah.
And the brother is with Robin Williams, in it. If you ain't seen it, you need to watch it. Yeah,
Matt Damon.
but Matt Damon's like a genius, and he can memorize any book, and he can reel it off. He's like got a photographic memory.
Autism.
Yeah, exactly. And then Robin Williams, like he's like the father figure, and they have like that chat, and he says, "Put the book down." And he has a heart to heart with him, and he goes, "All these places you're reading about, have you actually been there? Do you know what it feels like to climb the pyramids? Do you know what it feels like to taste? Like, do you know what I mean?" Then he talks about him losing his wife. You could read about it, but until you experience it, the emotion, you never quite know what it feels like. Do you know? That's what I feel like Mitch is saying. I don't know if I
hear
It's
but he's just saying that-
similar train of
No,
thought.
you lot are attacking Arsenal. Though.
No,
I don't get it because it's just like it's not even an attack.
I tell you why, yeah, because this whole logic of have you been to the pyramids to climb, have you tasted the mango juice from the mango tree in Jamaica and all that stuff. He's already won it. He's won the FA Cup.
That last comment is unbelievably good. That is so good.
Yeah, but he's already gone to Thailand and went
Off rip immediately.
Yeah, the logic don't make sense because he's already won the FA Cup, so he's tasted the mango juice.
That's what I said. That you weren't here when I said it. I said I think deep down in his heart, when he was talking to his wife late at night about that cup win, I think he said to her, "Do you know I won it by accident?"
By accident. That's why I think you're. That's why I think you're attacking art. That's why I think you're attacking.
I don't think it's accident. Because
the actual thing that you're saying he needs now, you're saying was by accident.
No. I'm talking Champions League, Premier League, consistently like winning these tournaments. I feel that he needs to perfect one of these things. I'm not attacking him. I think he's extremely good at all aspects of the game. But I feel now he needs to perfect one and hone in on it and use that to
makes sense.
make sure he wins.
So to be better, he needs to be limited.
Or he can sacrifice. Could you not sacrifice?
But sacrifice one of the others instead of being good at like so many of the aspects. Focus on one and say, right, we're going to be the best in the world at that. But that's what's going to push us that little bit further.
So, but the thing is this though, when Arteta last season, which I don't think he did it purposely, but even if he did it, they said that he became more pragmatic, more defensive, right? Which most people say, the old cliche, defense wins you titles. Attack wins you games, defense wins you titles. Everyone criticized them and said, why are you becoming more defensive? Go back to the team you were a year ago. And that
didn't win shit, by the way.
And didn't win as well. And so it's like, even though he's trying to, even if you say the premise that he's trying to hold a defensive team, which he thinks is more solid and is more able to take the fight for longer through the season, like he was criticized for doing that as well. So I think that, unfortunately, I'll put it this way:
damned if he do, damned if he doesn't.
Arteta he's in the weirdest position as a manager, and the reason why I say it is that as a young manager, most managers when they don't start off in the big limelight. You take the likes of the only person I can think of really did that. He started off at Bournemouth, didn't he? And that's not the big limelight, right?
Yeah, that's a bit cheeky, mate.
Like the only person you can think of is Pep.
That's what I'm saying. Like he started from the bottom.
Yeah, the only person you can think of really is Pep, right? You look at Klopp. Klopp started from Mainz at first. Mainz started off. He started on Mainz and built his way up to Dortmund, then obviously to Liverpool, right? Most managers don't start at a big club like that and have the sort of spotlight thrust at him. So,
and the hate, the Arsenal tax.
In a way, I do feel like the FA Cup probably didn't help him because I think the expectation became even higher because he got the FA Cup, especially beating like Chelsea and Man City on the way. No, I'm proving the point. I kind of agreed with you. I never disagreed with you. I never disagreed with you. I never disagreed with you. I just don't think mistake. I don't think mistake.
That expectation, that spotlight. You're proving the point.
I'm not saying that.
I bet you any money if Mourinho wins the FA Cup in his first season, he's going to be telling everyone next season we're going to win the Champions League.
Yeah, of course.
and then he'll end up fucking
But
sacked.
your manager retreated in himself. How after that second year? Do you remember where you were? Where did you finish from the League Cups and the FA Cups after that? Where did you get knocked out?
No, but like you
remember.
don't go from just about surviving from eighth to winning the league in the next season. He decided to embark on a phase and change the fucking style of play because they won a trophy, but he needed to rejuvenate the whole fucking team. And I've never ever understood this thing. Life, and especially the Premier League, throws bare different questions at you.
That's true.
So being only good at one thing and discrediting a man for being versatile is retarded. Being versatile and perfectly balanced across all things in football is the best thing you want to do because you're capable of dealing with loads of things. Because styles beats fights. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, and it's a silly analogy, but look at fucking TDE. Kendrick ain't the best individual rapper. There's ones that are better at specific things. There's street rappers. There's ones that are more spiritual. There's ones that are more educated. Kendrick is the perfect balance of all of them, and he's therefore the most prominent and known one because versatility is very necessary in this life. It's a very vital skill that's underrated. You can be, look, what do you call it? Tyson was the best short fighter. Lewis just stayed out of his way and punched his nose off. Like, you got the best boxers they cover all grounds. They know boxing and things as a whole. So using a depth of knowledge about a subject to criticize, man, and say he's not a master of one particular thing don't make sense.
In that case, can Arteta win that? Go on, then. Sorry, go on.
I'm just saying that he's now mastered a lot of these, like close to mastered a lot of these
nothing more
things.
to teach you.
He now just has to perfect one of them.
I have nothing more to teach
and tweak it and focus on that being his thing. Because all of the other top managers across the world over the last 20 years, you could roll off a name and say to someone who watches a lot of football and say, what's this manager all about? What does he do? And they'll be like, right, he's this type of manager. Arteta hasn't got that yet. Do you get what I'm saying? Does it make sense? Like Mourinho was a defensive manager, but it won him shit, and everybody knew that. Whereas Arteta can do everything, but he's still not winning because he hasn't fully honed in on the thing that's going to make him win. And he's like, right, that hasn't worked.
Figuring it out. Is that what you're trying to say?
So it's like, that hasn't worked. Let's try that. That hasn't worked. Let's try that. That hasn't worked. Let's try that.
Identity.
Like, just keep perfecting the thing you want to win. How do you want to be? How do you want to project onto your team? Perfect that so you win.
And it's a natural thing, like you said, Ollie, earlier. Like, Arsenal's his first job, so he's having to try it out on the bigger stage.
Naturally, going to do that. Yeah.
You know, Eddie Howe, Jurgen Klopp, Mainz, Bournemouth, years like seeing it out. It's Slot. All these guys have started literally from the bottom.
Yeah.
So they know themselves. They know how to how they respond to crisis, what they can take, what they can't take, what moves for them. They've like Arteta hasn't experienced that because he's been in private school of football education.
For how long?
Switzerland and everything else.
Yeah, so this is what, in a way, that kind of makes his career like justified. If you think about it, like he didn't.
And it's back to Olu's point. He's getting judged by the Arsenal tax.
Yeah, because he hasn't started from the bottom. He started from there. It's not.
I just think he's young in his career. That's basically what they're trying to say.
Yeah. And being at Arsenal, you don't get that discretion.
Like I said, the only manager you can think of.
You're a big club. That's why.
The only manager you can think of I can think of off the top of my head who, maybe apart from Conte when he started off at Juventus. Like the only manager I can think of is him and is Pep as well. And
how would you think how long does that period last?
So can I just ask a question? Yeah, because the way we consistently choose to want to beat up Arteta over all of this not winning stuff and not pull it on the team. Do you lot ever think since Arteta's been there, he's ever had the team to win the same trophies? You're crucifying him for not winning. Do you ever think he's had the team to actually do it?
This is it now, because now he has the opportunity with Berta that he's building a new squad, and this is, can he get it over the line this season? Because the money's being spent, no? Or would you say?
So you say now he has the squad to win. Did he have it prior? Because he's getting judged. He's not getting judged on this season because it ain't happened yet. All I'm hearing now is it's Arteta's fault we haven't won certain things, innit? And I just want to see if you're going to be genuine and say he's had the team or he hasn't had the team to win what you're judging him for not winning.
I think the first 3 to 4 seasons, no, he didn't have the team.
So why is he being judged and based upon that then?
I think it's because he's at a big club where Arsenal have the heritage of winning doubles, winning invincibles, etc. So that comes with like the pressure of taking on a big project at Arsenal. You're no longer a project now.
So I'm on Spurs. I'm on Spurs Kings TV.
Yeah.
If I sleep with Halle Berry, is everyone on this team? I don't know. In 10 years' time, meant to be able to sleep with the next Halle Berry. Because remember, you're only as good as the 11 players on the pitch. That's why I specifically asked, has he ever had... Because we just named a bag of shit players who played for Liverpool, and we don't judge them by those shit players. You use the institution in it. But you're only as good as the ones who kick the ball. So I think we're all in agreement. He's never, ever had the team to win the trophies that you're judging him to win.
I would say last season he had the team to win the Premier League.
What with Saka, Havertz, with two or three of our four main attackers injured, he had the team.
Well, the start of last season, I would have said you had the team to win the Premier League. There's obviously nuances to every conversation you have, but last season I'd say you had the team to win the Premier League.
I agree.
Saka missing injury, Havertz missing majority of injury, and Odegaard off injury and off form, Ben White missing for majority of the season, Jurriën Timber playing injured, Declan Rice starting with a broken toe. You don't want to say the ref stuff, but getting games sent off. So all of these things that we all know happen because we all sat down and spoke about them every fucking week. None of those things matter, and he's only judged by the team that started the season, and nothing else happened to them. Okay. He still managed. He still had the team to win.
But that's what we're saying. That's what
no, because what I just said, you haven't said at all. So you can't say that's what we're saying.
Well, part of me saying why I feel like Arteta isn't getting over the lines because he's experiencing these things now, and he's having to.
You said he was was it jack of all trades and master of none? That's what you said.
Say that. Mitch said, or was it Mitch? Mitch said that. Wrong Laxman guy.
So what was your prerogative for why Arteta's not good enough?
My point was he's very good at everything.
No, but what was Toon's then? Because I'm sure he was nodding when you was talking. So what was your specific point, Toon?
My specific, if you compare him to the guys who have won it, whether it's Slot, whether it's Pep, that they've got the experience of doing it.
And the team also that's capable of doing it, because we seem to conveniently want to miss about the guys who actually are on the pitch.
But Preach, if I ask you, especially even last year, did Liverpool have it all their own way in terms of injuries and decisions and everything else? Was it just a clean sail for you in terms of your squad and your team? When you won the Champions League, did you have it all your own way? Was there,
they played Spurs in the final, so they kind of had it their own way.
And was the most prominent and relevant players who actually won those things for you and your best players in your team present? Majority of was the guy who had his best season ever and basically done it single-handedly. Was he injured?
When Chelsea won the Champions League, they all know that their squad was rubbish and they still won it. You're not going to have conditions in all your own way. This is where what's my leadership. This is where the leadership. This is exactly the point. This is where leadership gives you that extra edge.
Do you know what? Can I interject? I think, and I could be wrong, this is going to be the hardest season there is yet. The pressure, I think, is on Arteta to deliver because of the fans, the rival fans, etc., the media. And I think season upon season, it's been getting harder and harder. I think that's my context. So whether or not Arteta's had the players, I think the landscape of each league has changed since Mourinho was there, since Conte was there. I think the gap between your top two or your top four, your top six, or I know what Arteta said. He said the top eight. He said 8 teams are competing now. Right. That shows the level of where the league has gotten now. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's this. Yeah, I think it's getting harder each time. I know Oliver's shaking his head saying
no. I'm laughing at something else. But if I say it out loud, I'm going to be brilliant. Okay, I saw something that says a massive asteroid is headed towards the moon that could potentially spark destructive meteor shower on Earth. And someone replied, "If you tell Newcastle interested, it will turn back."
That was
That's such an old man joke.
And on that note,
slow.
Oh, I'm such an old man.
It's funny, but Wrong context.
I know, my bad. I'm sorry. It caught me out. He just caught me out.
It's quite high, isn't it? It's quite high. Mental. I don't
Oh.
know. Look, do you not disagree with that sentiment that each time? Because I say like when Conte came into the league, it was different. Obviously, when Pep came in, it was different. He took a while to bed in, and then there's different dynasties. There's different like what's in fashion yesterday wasn't in fashion tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like when the league, I remember at one point it was all about 2-3-5 in possession. Then it went to a 3-2-5 in possession. That was all the hype. I think this season it's changing again, where you might see no longer inverting fullbacks. You might see overlapping fullbacks again, and you might go back to the traditional two strikers. That's why I mentioned it at the start. Do you know what I mean? So, go on.
Why do we do that though? Why is it all about what the latest all of the rage stuff is?
Well, because I think that's why Arteta, as he's come in, I think going back to Mitch's point, that's the reason why he's evolved and he's trying to change so much. Do you understand? Because he's also having to deal with every season. It's something different. It's different changing. Remember when he first got into that second spot, you guys were mad attacking. And remember, you were saying, Chinks, that you loved that style of play and you're kind of bored of how Arsenal play now. But maybe because I thought that's what you said. Maybe, my bad. All right.
No, man, I'm tired of playing beautiful football and not winning nothing, man. I'm glad we're a bit Mourinho now.
Sorry, my brother. But I'm saying like the reason why he might have gone from attacking to more pragmatic is because he maybe saw a flaw in his squad and they were losing games, and that forced him to be harder to beat. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
He's trying something different every season because the last thing didn't work, which is the versatility, which you lot saying is a jack of all trades and a master of none. But then if he just had the best team, like if he just like, did Liverpool have a better team than us this season? Did Man City have it the year before when they won it? Did they have it the year before when they won it again?
So you're just saying this is purely down to player. So that's what I went back to it and I said, if you get the players in now, like for example, if you were to get the Eze in, for you, like, is that the final piece? Because obviously loads of Arsenal fans were saying the striker. Now,
the final piece for what though?
Because you're saying it's a player thing. It's not the manager. It's the players. You didn't have the right players in before. And I'm saying
so
now,
you see, because you know what it is, yeah?
You're gone.
I remember when, what's his name? Emery fucking lost the final 4-1 to Chelsea. Man could turn around and go, that's the manager. Because something went crazy wrong that day. This guy has lost, I think maybe 2 or 3 games by more than 2 goals. I think in the past 2 or 3 years or something mad like that. Do you get what I mean? And then every game we've actually lost, it's been close, or there's a reason why it hasn't happened. We ain't scored or we ain't done something. Pep said it as well. I can coach you to the edge of the fucking box, but I can't put the ball in the net for you. Do you get what I mean? And when the players have done it before and then don't do it at certain moments, to turn around and blame it on the coach makes me think, what the fuck?
Go on.
Don't you think, though, Chinks, that this season, because of what we're saying about all the variables of everybody else, if you have a relatively clean season injury-wise, this is the season where you can legitimately say you're going into the season with the best certified team
for us
in the league. Because no one else's team is certified right now. There's too many variables of players who have never played in the league. They've just come in and all of that. Whereas Arsenal's starting 11 and the few below that are certified Premier League players.
So some people would not say so. Like if you listen to some Chelsea fans, they say Arsenal's team isn't that great, right? But I would say this: is
Who
the
listens
first
to Chelsea fans, though?
Yeah, Chelsea fans out here.
We don't really care.
We want to hear what you're saying. What's your
opinion? I hear that. I'll say that this is the best team that we've had going into the season, right? Like I think in comparison to the team, the first team that finished second, the second team that finished second with like 2 points behind, I would say this team is better. So I always say this: I only focus on what we can do, because in the end, we have to play those games. Like even if we talk about Liverpool's team, we only play Liverpool twice this season in the league. So there's another 36 other games that we need to worry about winning. So in the end, we need to earn those victories to win the league. That's it. And for me, I think this team is good enough now.
Okay,
to win
so
the league, But
Ollie,
they have
on
to
that then, on that, if your players are good enough,
Mhm.
is that now on the coach or is that on the players?
It's
That's what I
always
want to know.
it's always going to be on the coach because heavy's the head that wears the crown. Right? You are the figurehead, so the blame will always come to you in the end, right? But of course, there's going to be mitigating circumstances. I don't use injuries as an excuse because I always say this: if at the start of the season you have your 26-man squad and you choose to sign Raheem Sterling and you don't push back on that, that's a you problem. And when you have to play him and you don't play him, you ultimately made that decision at the start of the season not to get someone better than Raheem Sterling, right?
So sorry to cut you, Ollie.
Go on.
Is that an Arteta thing then? So Arteta is solely responsible for signing
No,
Sterling then.
no.
So we can't beat him up with that. Do you get what I mean?
I won't beat him up with it, but I'll say you are part of that because ultimately, I would hope that as a manager, you can also veto and say, "I don't think Raheem Sterling is good enough for my team." You see what I mean? That's why I say, like, and then,
But then if they still get him when you say that, what you do is you don't fucking use him, which happened a lot.
That's true. But I still say this in the end, like, there has to be. We cannot always protect people from the personal responsibility. He's the manager of Arsenal Football Club. He earns £15 million a year, the second highest paid coach, I think, in world football. Like, there's going to be a sense of responsibility that comes to him because he has taken that role as well. However,
And you know where I can I can agree with this if we be consistent, because then if we be consistent and we say go back to January when he was in every fucking press conference saying we need attackers and we need forwards, but magically then nobody remembers that and want to refer to that point when he actually was saying that shit as well. They only want to beat him with it through the stick, but they think that he decided to sign these players. Doesn't that balance that out?
It does balance it out, and I think everything is a balance. Yeah, I do agree that in the end, he also came out and said, "I want an attacking player," and he wasn't given one. So
But he's being given one now, though. So just to come back to my point.
Yeah.
If you're saying that this is the best, team of players that you've seen going into the season, would you not expect now that Arteta's got the players that he wants, or do you think there is one more player? Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Or is it like
there's fucking 5 more players? There's 5. There's 10 more players.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But this is what I'm saying, because then you could never really pin anything on the manager. That's the point I'm trying to get.
But you really, realistically, these guys are fucking professionals. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm just picking the thing. There's a time I played football. There's a time when the manager said stay back and we went 1-0 down. I fucking went forward because I want to win. Do you get what I mean? The reason why the buck drops at the manager, because it's a cop out. It's the easy way to do it, because you can't sell 11 man. You can't. It's just the easiest. You sack the one guy and then everybody else has to kick in gear. That's why it's not heavy. It's just the easier thing to do. That's how it works with management.
Go on, Mitch.
But a little flip on your point there, yeah. You've gone 1-0 down. You saying you've gone forward, and you're saying because you've gone forward, it's not on the manager if then something happens. But is that you just not believing in what this guy's telling you?
No, it's not. It's me just knowing as a professional footballer at this moment, if this guy could cover me and I understand what's going on the pitch, the manager might not know that this guy's scared of me or whatever. Look at fucking Chelsea.
Sometimes you just have to believe and trust the process, bro.
But fucking when Chelsea were getting didn't even have a manager at one point, and John Terry and Lampard said we didn't even listen to the fucking coach. We just knew the team, it was set in stone, and we just took control of it.
And what did Chelsea do? They changed their coach though, didn't they?
But also they won the Champions League. They didn't win. No, they didn't win. They got to the final. They lost the Champions League final.
Now, do you know what? I think it's more because I think there's a balance. It's a 50-50 year. And my example would be like Brendan Rodgers against Crystal Palace, the 3-3.
Yeah, I remember that yesterday.
Yeah, like he should have either kept the team how it was or go more defensive. But he chose to attacking for goal difference, and then we ended up drawing. So we blame him for the tactical changes that we ended there. What I think's going on is there's no acknowledgement of what FaZe is saying. So like the Arteta stuff is true. I agree with everyone with the Arteta blame, but I don't think there is the element of the player thing as well. That's what I'm hearing.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because we're playing against PSG, preach, and then it's not going too well. Man, look on the bench and there's Sterling and a 16-year-old. And man's going to come out here and crucify Arteta. Like, it just doesn't seem fair to me. Because man's saying with the tools at hand, it was practically impossible.
If Tottenham beat PSG, yeah, do you
Nobody cares.
think?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, but you know what?
Well played.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on,
To
sorry.
ask you
Well
face,
played.
who
You
do
know
you
exactly what I'm
blame?
doing.
Who do you blame or even praise? Because it's 2 games. Praise for the Real Madrid game, and blame for the West Ham game.
I think Real Madrid are shit, you know.
They were last season, or
They're
they
not
were.
balanced.
Yeah,
They're a
I
team
think
that's not.
they're just not balanced. Bro.
They're not balanced, bro.
What happened in the West Ham game again?
1-0.
1-0.
What happened? What
Oh,
happened? Bowen.
Bowen
Yeah.
scored, and then Lewis Skelly got
8th
sent off.
minute or something like that. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Good thing you said Skelly got sent off. I didn't even realise. But that was
Yeah.
racism. That was racism.
He tackled
Oh,
through.
man.
There's a racism when it suits, yeah.
No, I hear you.
No,
There are some games you might. I'm not to say he's completely scot free, but he just gets beaten. He just get beaten up sometimes. And I don't think he's ever had the squad to be able to win these things that man are blaming him to win. That's all. But I can understand that point.
Now you feel, man. I had Brendan Rodgers, bruv. We had that same. Just getting killed every second.
But look, guys, I want to come back to this point later in this when the season starts and then when we start getting into it, because I feel like we're going to go round and round on this point. But the original question was, do you not think there's any outsiders or dark horses that no one else has picked up on? That was the original question. Obviously, we kind of pivoted to
It was
Chelsea.
Newcastle for me.
What as in for the top 4?
Anything, top 4, or just like, just a team that no one saw coming, and they just, because sometimes, like, see, like Nottingham Forest, for example, for me, they came out of nowhere. Even though they finished 7th, they kind of finished poorly, but they had for their standards, the season before they were 17th and they just shot up, and they were like almost like a surprise package. And not Ollie's shaking his head like, nah, Forest, nah.
Are you looking for that 17th correlation there, Ash? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, guys, you reading too much into this, cuz I'm just going.
Talk about bottom
I
half.
don't know if it's sticking, but you know what I'm saying.
I
I'm
would have
We're
said, yeah.
not in this. I'm just saying, is there any team you think? I
Not
mean,
at the top.
if you think it's Spurs, you can say it.
I think
I
the
mean,
surprises.
yeah.
I think the surprises this season come in relegation, not at the top of the table.
I agree.
Wow. So who's the surprise relegation for though?
That's a good one still.
I think you'll see
Man U.
like your
Man U.
Bournemouths, Brentfords, teams like that, Wolves, where we've seen the last few seasons that the teams that come up go
Did
down.
you say Brentford, Mitch?
Yeah.
It's the Brentford.
Yeah, Bournemouth,
Oh.
Brentford, Wolves. There'll be like a group of 6 or 7.
You don't think
that
that
are
manager
fighting
was doing a good job? The Wolverhampton manager, no?
Yeah, but Wolves have also lost their best 2 players as well. You
Yeah,
take
they
out your
have.
best 2 players for a team that finishes like 14th, wherever they finished. It's relegation and lose your manager.
Who got promoted?
Leeds,
Sunderland.
Sunderland, and
Burnley.
Sheffield United. Oh,
Burnley,
that's the one, yeah.
Burnley. We got Burnley the first game of our week.
They've all gone pretty mad as well, by the way. They've all
Sunderland's
pulled like
gone
10
mad.
players.
Xhaka, innit?
Someone put in the comments, Xhaka, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
But
And
Burnley went mad early. They had like 10 players in about a month ago.
They always do that, don't they? Or is it Burnley or it was Sheffield United last time we did it? But they signed up.
Nottingham Forest went mad when they came up.
Yeah. I was going to say though, like,
Yeah, Lingard and that.
if last season was the season where you saw teams were close to each other based on the fact that, like, you could look at every team up to like, let's say 14, 15, and you go like they've got players who you can be dangerous. This season might be the first season where like they've just been picked apart.
Yeah,
And like it's just they're all now going towards the bigger teams.
yeah.
So, like the
Back in the day, that happened as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's capitalism all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone standing for the man.
The league got closer in terms of quality, and I feel like this season, like everyone just said, nah. Like
Yeah.
the big just said, nah, we're not letting that happen again.
Did
Now
you
they're
not
trying
feel
to-
like there's been a mad cash injection? Like, or no? Do you think it's the same?
No, I think money was saved. Liverpool didn't buy no one. We didn't buy no one. Barely. I think a lot of people saved because it was the end of the cycle or something, innit?
Nobody's taking our money at the moment.
Yeah.
so-
This
Well, I don't know, by the
financial
looks
year
of
was
it,
the end of the 3-year
it's
cycle,
moving,
wasn't it?
bruv. Huh?
This financial year was the end of the 3-year cycle, wasn't it?
Okay.
That's why these
This
players.
is why the window's so mad. Right,
Also, well, TV money is going to be going up as well. So, like teams
Is
are
it?
obviously,
I heard
TV
it's
money is
gonna
going to be.
like- oh, okay.
So the teams are obviously planning for eventualities when they start selling rights again.
Yeah, and we just got a new kit deal
No one cares.
Kit deal.
Yeah.
So do
Hey, look,
we.
can
So
I-
do we. We got to do
can I ask
stadium
you,
rights as
I'm
well.
just salty. I'm salty, man. I'm saying?
I came here to tell you. Nobody cares. But yeah, no. What was I gonna say as well? Another point. Who do you think? I know it's a dead question, but who do you think's had the best transfer window, like the most dangerous transfer window so far? Bit of a bait question, but
It depends how you look at a transfer window, because there's the ones where you can say like keep. For me, I always look at like keep, buy, and sell. Like
Oh,
players
yeah.
are able to do that.
That's good to add to your agenda. That's a good one.
That kind of understanding. If we're talking about how they conduct their business, it's like Chelsea. Like they for instance, they at one point had 2 transfers done in the day. That's insane. That if you're kind of talking about the negotiation stuff of it, and obviously if you look at the scale of it, what for instance Liverpool have done and trying to do, then it's Liverpool. So it depends on how you kind of judge it, really. I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you what? Breach, what do you reckon? Liverpool?
Like, yeah, I like that. I like that. You can get points for keeping players in transfer window. That's a good one. I think that's a good one.
100%.
You're gonna use that. You're gonna use that.
Yeah, you're gonna use that. Like, yeah, man. We kept our
100%.
best players. That's
I don't know.
a good
Trent's
window. I like
Trent's
that.
in Madrista, so I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's true, yes, we can't do it. Yeah.
Was it worth the crying though? It was worth it, isn't it? The crying of Trent to bring this happiness now.
Do you know what? I'm not.
Are you still mad? You still sad about Trent? You not go over it.
I was never sad. I was pissed
Wait,
away.
you got heartbroken.
No, I was pissed away that I was pissed away he dealt with it. But I would have went as well. I would have left to Madrid as well, man.
Oh, okay.
For real?
You know why he's saying
You
that?
would've got the rollie, like,
You know
you
why
would've
he's
got the-
saying that? You know he's covering himself. He's thinking about Isak. He's
Yeah.
thinking about
He's not-
thinking about
Oh,
Isak. He's
God, whether-
he's covering himself.
Watch
Don't
the
see
show.
the clip.
I was annoyed about
Watch the
it.
shows. I've already said this. Watch the shows. I've already said this.
And you know what's mad, yeah? So you see how the is it the Super League, and everybody was in uproar about
Right,
it 'cause
yeah,
it takes
this
away
is
the
why
merit of
conspiracy.
competition
Go
and
on.
stuff like that, and all that stuff. And now it's kind of reverting back to that. You see, they say that PSR shit was like an when the teams agreed to it, they closed the trap door behind them, and all the small teams are fucking missing out. It's like
Yeah.
that's coming to fruition.
This is what I was
As you
talking
said, the
about
gap's
with,
getting bigger. As you said, you look down the league. There's no one you fucking want. They're all gone. It's turning to Bundesliga.
just on that, then, do you think like Newcastle are in a weird position right now? Because
Me personally, if I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be fucking furious.
that's what I'm saying. That's why
I'd be fucking furious because I think it's a liberty.
so well. And I don't know. Like this is a bit of
Look at this prick preach saying no. Like look how obvious he is. It's him fucking doing it. How you gonna buy the guy that I'm gonna replace my guy with, and then buy my guy? It's bullying. This is
No, but what I'm saying, what I want to
Newcastle
ask is,
big their heels in.
if they didn't have the oil money, yeah,
Mm.
and there's no PSR, what would you do?
They always
mad
give
thing.
this. They
they
always
just
give
spend
this. They
stupid
always give
money.
this.
They would do a mad
So
thing.
how about the other extreme? How about we?
No, let's just
how
answer
about we
the
limit
question
everybody's spending except
No,
for
let's
ours?
answer
What
the
would
question.
happen?
No, let's see. No, see, we can't do that.
don't like
Let's
that
answer the
example.
question. No, it's not that. It's just that I would like the answer to the question. That's all.
What's the answer to the question?
I'm just saying, yeah. What would you be doing, like, if there was no PSR but you didn't have the?
Your free reign to run
Yeah.
wild. You know what I'm
What
saying?
City and fucking Chelsea did the scamming cunts.
Yeah.
But nobody cared when they were kicking our
Huh?
ass. When they were
Me and
kicking
Tibbs,
our
we
ass.
sat
I'm
here,
saying
you
Chelsea
lot
had
had
the
to
money.
run nicely.
You
That's
said,
all.
no, he
Chelsea
said,
had the money. Chelsea had the money, and there was no PSR, so it's not the same situation. I'm just asking you guys.
There was PSR, just people ignored it.
Yeah, people ignored it. They just run through it.
115 charges and
They
all
run
of
the
that.
red light. You get me?
Right, so what would you be
I
doing
wonder,
with
I
like the
wonder
money?
why they're not ignoring it anymore. I wonder
No,
why
he said-
PSR
I
is
think
so
you guys-
important
you
all of a
guys-
sudden.
you guys
I
are
wonder
missing
what
Preach.
caused that.
You're missing what
to cheat.
Nah, you're missing what Preach is saying. Preach is saying if you didn't have the oil money, but there was free reign to spend,
Yeah, but
what
why?
would Newcastle
Yeah,
be doing right
but
now?
why that question is redundant is because that's not the case. What's
I
happening?
know. That's why I asked, what would you do?
But
Soon.
what does
Soon.
that prove? What does that prove, though, Preach? If we
Let's
say
answer-
right, we'll spend money,
Let's
what does it prove?
answer it and find out, fam.
It's a
We don't
simple
know.
it's a
We
simple
don't-
answer. It's a simple answer. You were selling
No, it's a
sports
simple
direct.
answer.
you were selling Sports Direct mugs. That's what it'd been. You'd just be selling more of them.
No, but if there wasn't a big injection of all this money, there would be more of the shit that we're saying as before, where guys would want to stay at certain teams. Now, because these other clubs are offering you fucking stupid money up your wazoo, it's a no-brainer. You're not caring about legacy and being one of one in a certain club instead of being one of some
That's not
random
true.
guy they don't care about who won a trophy.
Liverpool been losing that player all the time, bruv. So that
But to guys who can pay them more money.
Coutinho.
yeah, where do you think our players are getting to? Newcastle.
That's what I mean. But there'll be less money without all these people fucking just wanting. They don't even care about losing money. They just want the popularity of spending.
Are you saying you lot would have been still in the championship or something?
No, but they had Shearer, they had Viduka, they had their moments. They had certain players, and that cared about legacy and stamping their name on certain clubs. Now, I just want to be one. It's a weakness. There's nobody who stands on their own anymore. I just want to go join City and be one of another who can just go home and say I won everything. No, really and truly, when the team would have won it if I was there or not, because I wasn't the main guy.
I get the City thing, but Newcastle, you lot were relegated at one stage, like. Right, so I know you say you lived in the dark and that. So
everybody was, except us.
I'm saying that not too long ago though. So you've got a whole year. You've got a whole year or two of lower non-Premier League money coming in. It's just that you was just in a bad. It's just that you was just in a bad place.
I'm confused by this point now.
What I'm trying to say is it's got nothing to do with the money. Like you're in this place where you are. It's got nothing to do with the oil money. Like build right, you lot made a mistake somewhere down the line, and it's just you're feeling the effects of it. It's got nothing to do. You just want to spend money and cheat, like Chelsea and City.
What are you talking about?
But you know what? I understand but Newcastle have actually built well. I think.
Yeah. And
they haven't done the
I'm
bad
trying to
thing.
say. So why are you complaining about money? This is what I'm trying to say. Are you
not seeing what's happening? Are you?
Because you're not building as good as the other teams. You're building well, but you're not building as good as the other teams.
Technically, from where we were, we've built better than everybody else in the league since the takeover.
So why are you complaining about money then?
I am the wrong person to say this to because
I've said this
before the takeover and after the takeover that I never wanted to be Man City. I never wanted to come in and buy everything. So I quite like the way that we're restricted, but the restrictions are way too stringent still.
It can't be. You lot just done it.
Nah, the restrictions are
That's
still
what my
too
whole point
stringent.
is. You lot are the perfect example of what to do, fam.
The restrictions at the minute force you have to sell players you don't want to sell just to try and make up the gap. That is what the restrictions do right now. It's not about going out and spending £200 million and giving people £300,000 a week. That's not what it's about.
What I'm saying is, what you lot done is with these restrictions here, you went and found an Isak, and now you could either keep him or sell him for 150 million.
No, but on the flip
and
side,
then you can do a Coutinho. Then you can do a Coutinho and get two great players.
On the flip side of that preach, without these restrictions, we wouldn't have had to sell a Minter and an Anderson, and we would have had an even better season last season.
But this is what I'm saying.
That's where we're coming from. You're looking at it from the top end. We're looking at it from the bottom end of this.
Because if what you're saying, Preach, works, you could just, somehow the restrictions got us to find Isak. No, it's good scouting. The scouting I got us to Isak.
Well, that's my whole point. You don't need money. Stop complaining about PSR. You're making my point now. You keep giving me.
If you allow me to complete the sentence, Preach, then you'll understand what my argument is. You trying to say you don't need money to win the Premier League when the teams that win the Premier League have the highest wages is an oxymoron. It's insane. Nobody believes that.
Has Liverpool got oil money?
What does it matter if it's oil, whether it's tech, what does it matter if it's oil money?
Because it's about building your club to that position.
So what you
just want the money just to pay people off.
You're just so hold on. So your money, because it's American money, is somehow more valid than our money? Do you want to go down that slide?
Fam, you know the money that they spent. Fam, the money. Bruv, you didn't even. You're talking about interrupting. You didn't
said
even
oil money. You're not building anything. I said, what's the difference between our money and your money? Apart from yours is American and ours from the Saudis.
Our squad started from how long, bruv? We've been getting money in for how long, bruv? It's not just 10 years ago, bruv. We've been doing this for how long? We've been winning. Remember, you ain't won in that long, bruv. That's why you ain't been getting in the money that we've been getting in. Forget only. Let's just talk about prize money alone. We've been getting more prize money than you. So this is what I'm trying to say. It's not just
So how do you
I
get that
agree.
prize money, Preach? You
by
spend money on
winning.
squads, right? If
Yeah,
you
and
can't
Bruv, you
spend
don't,
money
bruv.
on a squad,
No,
you
fam,
can't
you
win
can
the thing in the
fam,
first
you can
place.
get bruv. You got Isak for how much?
70
70.
million.
Huh?
70 mil.
70 million.
1-7.
No,
7-0.
7-0.
7-0.
they spend money, but
He
also
said
as well,
1-7.
I think as
Go on,
17.
well,
I
Preach.
thought
No,
we
no, no,
bought
no,
him
no,
for
no, no. Hold on, hold on,
17.
hold on,
I'm
hold on,
I don't know how
hold
much.
on,
I'm
hold on.
thinking
Go
you
on,
said
Preach.
70, and I was
Go
like,
on, Preach. Go on,
and
70
now you're
million.
selling him for 150.
We don't want to
Double.
sell him. That's the whole point, bro. We want
Bruv,
to keep him and
who
give him
wants
the
to?
wages.
Bruv, no one wants to sell their best players. We didn't want to sell Coutinho. You think we wanted to sell him? You're no different from anyone else, bruv. You keep talking about no one wants to sell their best players. Name one team that wanted to sell their best player.
Might say the circle of life.
Yeah,
but
but
also
don't
I
you
was
think
gonna
it's
say,
bad, man? Though, because think about, because I understand, yeah, P. Because when these other teams were kicking the shit out of us, you were still winning shit, innit? When they got to buy everything, yeah. So I've had to go from a legacy where only really Man U and Liverpool can kind of talk to me, and now because these guys got some guys who want to spend bare money, Chelsea and Man City get to chat to me, but then they think they're special because they've stopped everyone else from being able to chat to man. No, let everybody chat to man. Then do you get what I mean? It's
I hear you.
liberties. Why are they allowed to do it, but these men can't?
But also I say
Hmm.
the thing is as well is that we're looking at it from a very short-sighted perspective, right? What Liverpool could do right now, like all the things that you did in the 80s and 70s helped to build that, right? And you were spending more money in the 80s, right, Liverpool, than everyone else, and that's why your fan base grew.
Prize money.
Exactly, but I'm saying your fan base still grew. Unfortunately for Newcastle, which is a one club town, right? Is most of the people who support Newcastle come from Newcastle, so they don't have the same sort of like scenarios that you have. So yes, while Liverpool were able to rebuild from that, you still had a massive global base, which allowed your PSR
No, it's not working.
gaps to sort of to allow your PSR gaps to exist. But like Newcastle, where they can't generate the revenue that allows them to be able to spend at the level that everyone else spends at without having to sell, basically.
Yeah,
So
that is
at the
right.
same time,
Didn't you lot-
the history of the
you lot
club.
move- did you lot move stadiums?
Yeah, we did both. We moved at a time when PSR didn't
Okay, so
exist.
there is a way to.
Yeah, but we moved at a time when PSR didn't exist. So
No, it don't.
we made no,
Did
we made
is
massive,
Everton,
we
is
made
Everton moving stadium?
yes, but again, everything cannot.
Okay, so there's ways to generate more money.
I know that, but everything cannot spend in the same way that Newcastle can spend, or can spend the same way Arsenal can spend. They got to spend within a limit still.
So what
And if you're
Everton spends better than Newcastle. You're saying?
yeah, but no, they also take.
He's on the wind up.
But also no, no,
What?
no,
You
no.
can't give me a reason. You
We're
can't
giving
give
you
me a
reasons,
no,
reason.
wait,
Preacher.
let me
You're not
continue. Let's
listening
continue
to
this.
them. You're
Let's
like,
continue.
oh,
It's
where
Let
am
me
just
I?
continue.
poor. Bruv, it's just poor. It's just
Let
not
me
as
continue.
not
Let
poor.
me
Sorry,
continue.
poor's not the right wording. It's just not the best
I hear
building.
that, but everything,
Yeah,
but
but we've
everything,
built better than everybody in the league since the takeover.
But
That's fact.
most of you lot want the PSR
Preach.
gone.
How long
I'm
do you
saying
think
keep
it takes to
building.
build stadiums? You think it takes a year or something to build a
Don't,
stadium?
don't you think?
If you started last year, you'd be a year deeper. Into
Yeah, but
it.
there's planning
Don't worry.
permission, where you're going to
this is a
build, all
wind
of
up.
that,
but
man. Come on,
they've already
Go
got a
man.
on,
massive,
sorry.
they've already got a massive stadium. They've got what 55,000 people in that, so it's still big, right?
I
The thing
don't,
is,
I don't understand. What are you
no,
lot
but
trying to defend?
the
No,
point
you're
is trying.
trying.
You're
The
giving
point,
me
sorry,
reasons why they can build
Only if you're
without
not
the oil money.
only if you're not listening. Only if you're
No,
not
bro.
You
listening.
don't see. You don't.
You gave me reasons to get money in without the oil money. That's what you lot done. Add a couple thousand more seats.
no,
You
but
know?
no,
Yeah.
you're still missing the point.
That is literally
You're,
like a
you're still
pebble in the ocean.
Bruv,
Stuff.
you're still missing the
a
point.
hungry man don't complain about what food you're giving him.
You
Yeah,
see,
but we're
that's
not
why
hungry.
you see,
We're
You
not
see what
hungry.
else?
We just
You
want to
give him
eat
a guy.
better.
You say, "Here's some McDonald's." He said, "Bruv, I wanted Burger King." He's not
No,
gonna
but
do.
you're still
He's
missing the
not
point
gonna
though.
say thank you
The
for the.
commercial revenue that Liverpool can generate is based off what you've done in the past, right? So Liverpool
Yeah.
can go to Standard Chartered and say we want 100 million. Newcastle can't do that right now because they don't have the global base yet.
So let's cheat.
So it's not about cheating. It's we have money to spend. We want
They
to be able to
don't.
spend
They
it.
don't. It's just oil money. It's not. They don't
All
have
money
money.
is still
You know
money.
what I think
All
it is?
money is still money.
Hey,
You
it's The same thing will happen.
Shop.
All what has to happen here is the West just need to go to war with the Saudis, and they're done. Just like the Russians, bruv. It's not their money,
And
bruv.
if
Like,
I find, and if I bomb Fenway Stadium,
That's
what
crazy,
happens? Like,
bro.
okay, actually, no. Take
I'm
that
just saying.
back. Don't do that.
If you want to hit me,
FBI, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
You're wild, bruv. All
Is
I'm
that
saying,
the best you got?
all I'm saying is that
Is that the
mechanism.
best you got, Preach? Nations have to go to war to prove your point that
This is
PSR works.
you know
How
what? This,
far
you
you
know
go?
I'm
this
just,
is.
like the Russian, I'm just saying, like Chelsea, in it. As soon as they took away the Russian money, we're in problems. And I'm saying that's what you lot are. That's what you want. You want just throw money, but as soon as something stupid happens and they
No,
go,
but
you're gonna be in
that's
trouble.
not what we want, though. That's the point.
It is. That's what PSR
It's
stopped me from
really
doing.
not.
So stop complaining then about
You,
PSR.
you don't
Do
think
that
that
with
you're you don't think you're picking on the small guy a little bit, Preach,
Bruv,
with
they-
when you're taking Ekatike and fucking Isaac, because you know what it is. It's not really a Liverpool
knew,
Newcastle.
bruv, in the secretly, they knew what they was doing when they went in for him. They knew what they was doing. They knew the rumors was there
Do you
with
see how
us.
there's no fault here with Preach?
But you know, it's not a good story when Goliath just punches up David. Do you know what I mean? Everybody likes the smaller guy.
Yeah,
It's the death of the small. Like, you know what? The Premier League's been competitive. Nobody has it. It's like that. A part of it's that's dying in a degree. Do you get what I mean? Because Newcastle were the small guy that were about to be big. Pause. They got Tonali. They got Isak. They're building. They're like, it's still a bit competitive. It can still be done. And then Liverpool just turn up and just crush it all. You don't see how it's like the big guy just picking on the small guy a little bit.
Yeah, but that's how it's been. That's how it goes.
circle of life.
That's how it goes.
I see it, but I'm on the top table. I don't care.
Yeah, he said, I don't care.
It is what it is.
We've also put in the
What
work.
it is.
Preach.
Also,
Okay, but Preach, what you don't know is Newcastle have got 4 sponsorship deals stuck with the Premier League for the past year since we've been
Good.
there. They're not
Sorry.
putting them through. You're saying good.
Sounds crazy.
You're saying good, Olu. But Preach has here been arguing for
coughed.
the last 20 minutes that Newcastle need to build. We're being impeded from building. Ever since our takeover, which took 18 months, Preach, please listen. Like you're just
no,
saying
it's only
nothing to
because
something.
it's because Mitch said that you lot have been the best in a long time. So it's conflated information.
It's
Which
not
one are you? The
conflating.
best
If you
orders
listen-
or you
if you
got
listen to
No,
problems
the
with
team
it?
build. The
How
team build
many-
since the takeover, I don't think anybody can argue that we've built the best in the league since the
In the last
takeover
3.5
team-wise.
years, Preach, we went from second bottom to being in League Cups twice, Champions League Cups twice,
Yep.
and winning. That's
Improvements,
what building,
improvements.
but it's not because of PSR, Preach. It's we got to listen to what we're
I
saying
know.
to you.
I know what it's. This is what I'm trying to say.
So this is what I'm trying to say to you is you're saying just build, get some extra seats in the stadium, do some stuff. We've got 4 sponsorship deals that we can't get over because the Premier League won't let us get them over. And I don't know if you noticed.
Why won't they?
Man
They
City-
won't. If you're
for the
allowed
same
to, they
reason,
wouldn't.
for the
Why would they stop
same
you?
reason, Man City are in court because of unlawful sponsorship laws that the Premier League
So
has
don't
set.
say they're not letting you. You're going against the rules because everyone else isn't doing
The
it.
courts have deemed them unlawful. Preach. What the
Yeah,
Premier League
you
is saying
against
is
the rules.
unlawful. It's
Yeah,
no.
you committed a crime.
No. The Premier League
Cheated.
has committed. Preach. The Premier League committed the crime. The courts ruled against the Premier League, not against Man City.
No, okay, carry on then.
Do you
I
see
don't
the
get your-
problem here? The
No,
rules
it
are
doesn't.
unlawful.
Bruv, it
Okay,
don't-
that's fine. It's fine.
And you're
It's cool.
talking, bruv, you're talking
Fine.
about laws and rules are unlawful,
Mm-hmm.
while you've built a team under these unlawful rules.
Despite of the rules, not because of the rules.
No, bruv, it's not. The rules are
Yes.
there. You
It
built,
Yes.
bruv.
Yes, it's
You're using the
exactly that.
same format that you've always been using and you built.
No,
That don't make no
Preach.
sense.
Mike Ashley didn't spend any money. Like he left a
He
husk of a
built-
club.
Fam, he messed it up because he wanted money in his pockets. You can't deny
So
that.
what-
He didn't
no,
care
but
about the club.
What then?
But I'm talking
happened,
about people
Preach.
that you care about.
Preach.
are
Then
here.
what happened was that because of Mike Ashley didn't spend any money, we had PSR to a limit. Now Newcastle have gone through that limit because of building, and now we can't grow. That's the whole point. That's what the
Yeah, but
drawbacks that people are talking about.
You can grow, bruv. You just want to
Go on,
keep.
tell us.
You
We've
want to
got 4
keep the reason.
sponsorship deals.
No, don't tell us because
do
we're
the
going
reason.
around in circles, man.
The reasons you want to do the reasons. You want to do all the other reasons.
Okay, if you say so.
You don't want to sell Isak.
All right, but we're gonna wrap it. We're gonna
You
guys.
don't want to sell Isak.
Bruv, we're the
So,
champions,
do I
bruv.
owe it?
You
Do I
can
owe
cry,
you
bruv.
Isak?
Don't cry. I'm
Are
champions.
you
Don't cry,
entitled to
bruv.
Isak? Are you
Yeah.
entitled to Isak?
Bruv, don't
Are
do
you
it like that.
entitled to Isak?
What
Here we
Are
go.
you entitled to our players?
yeah, he wants to be
Yeah.
there.
Now we've got
Yeah,
it. Now we've got the truth. Now we've got the
truth,
truth.
bruv.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
truth?
yeah. Now we won
I'm
it. Now
saying
we
he
won
wants.
it.
Bruv,
You
you're
can't
not
have him.
mocking me, bruv. I'm
Pay the
champions, bruv.
contract.
I'm
Pay the
champions, bruv.
contract.
You're not
You are
mocking me,
down
Pay
in.
it.
bruv.
You are down in.
Just
You're not
pay
Can't
it.
do
mocking
the
me,
Alex.
fam. You're
Just
not
pay
mocking
it.
me, fam.
Yunus
Isak
Ebru.
don't even want. Your best player don't even want to
150.
be with you, fam.
Yossi
Your best
Benayoun.
player don't want to be there, and you're blaming PSR.
150.
You're blaming
What else do
PSR.
you think? What else do you think?
Benayoun.
Bruv,
Yeah,
you
they
ain't got,
must well.
you ain't
I'm
got a
not
sporting
blaming
director.
PSR.
You haven't got a sporting director, fam. Your last sporting director
Yes. So what do
scammed
you
you
want?
or whatever. Bare
Andre
things
Voronin.
you're playing PSR, bruv. It's your own squad, fam. Look in the mirror and look at the cracks. Fill that up. Bruv, you're blaming PSR. We want to spend the oil
No
money,
one's
bruv.
blaming
You got
PSR.
your own dons
Preach.
scamming
No
you,
one's
bruv.
blaming PSR.
Bruv, you
Ash
are. You're
Matic.
talking about
Yeah.
No,
partnership
preach.
deal. We
You're
want
not
City to win. We want
You're
City
not
That's
to
why I
win.
said we're gonna go around in circles, brother.
Ash
Don't-
raised the point around PSR.
Bruv,
How's the
it's me
draw
you're
been?
talking to. I already know that you want this PSR gone, bruv.
How do
You
you
want
know
it
that? You're not
because you
letting
said
anybody
it, fam.
talk.
You said it. You want to
What did I
spend.
say?
You want
Oh, I'm
because
so
you're not
sorry.
saying
I want to spend
you're
money.
not agreeing with me,
I'm so
bro.
sorry,
My
Preach.
whole point is against
that you
PSR.
don't-
And so if you're not agreeing with me, you must be for because I'm against.
I'm
Okay.
for.
We'll end it there then.
I'm against it, and you're arguing with me. So what are you for?
Okay.
Yes, PSR is the
worries.
best.
So that's my
It's incredible.
evidence.
It's
That's my
incredible.
evidence, bro. But I'm just saying, you lot built. You was relegated. Obviously, you get a few years of championship money. So that's already you're already
Championship money is a
behind.
championship money.
That's crazy.
That's
Then you got-
crazy.
That's
You
crazy.
get a few years of
Hey,
championship money.
Preach is a massive wind
Tell
up.
me
I'm
you've
just
never
saying,
been
man,
there.
None
Tell me
of it.
you've
Wind
never
up.
been there without
None
ever
of it.
being
None
there.
of
One
That
man
was it.
said championship money, you know.
and you
Championship
built
None
from.
of
That's
it.
what I'm saying. That's where
100K.
you built from. That's where you
100K.
built from. You built.
100K is crazy.
You won the biggest prize.
There's cars that cost more than that.
Premier
Hey,
League.
hey, Manda. We're gonna wrap it. We're gonna wrap it there.
Championship money is crazy.
That's rude.
No,
That's
we're gonna wrap
rude.
it. Hey, lads, we're gonna
rude.
wrap it.
Bruv, there's 50,
On that.
150 mil on the table. You lot
Let it
got
go,
paid.
man. Let
there
it go.
isn't
Let it go.
150.
Hey,
There's
two,
They
let it
man,
go.
150.
they man spray Bel Air.
There's
You know
no
they
money.
spray Bel Air when they
Let
win
it
the
go,
league.
man.
Potentially, and
money
you're
on the
This
table.
nigga all night.
There's no money on the table. That's the whole point.
potentially,
No, you
potentially, and
see,
you're complaining that you can't spend.
you ain't got no money,
Complain- you
bro.
got-
Where's
got
your
two
money?
fees, you
Hey.
got
Where
two
is your money?
fees.
Where's your bid?
Huh?
A big up
Where's
to
your
the
bid?
chat.
Well, guys, before we go, guys, before we go, guys.
It's on the way.
Hold on, hold on,
before we
Remember
go,
they're brethren, you
final
know.
piece.
Remember they're brethren, bro.
final pieces can still can
No,
someone
no,
tell
I'm
me
listening.
someone
No, I'm not
who is in
listening.
the K,
Slow walking to sound.
who is in
I don't care,
the
bro.
KT. I'm still trying to know who's in the KT.
Wow.
The K League. What you didn't Google it.
I tried to. I couldn't.
What is the so what? Did Newcastle lose to some K team or something?
Yeah, one
Yeah.
K-pop. They listen to some K-pop.
K-pop then. The K-pop
Why do
man.
you think they want the PSR,
We
bro?
played one of them weird K League All Star teams and lost 1-0 earlier today.
Oh.
James. Yeah.
Oh, is that it?
Not my
Yeah.
team. But
With
yeah.
like,
Anyway,
with like 3 starters playing. Yeah.
That's
And,
crazy. You lot.
yeah. Olu was the only one on the panel that watched it, even though there's no Newcastle fans here.
You paid to watch it.
My
You paid
hate
to
is
watch it.
real.
Yeah,
but
you had to pay £7 as well on Newcastle TV.
I respect it.
my PTSD is listen, man. My hate is strong, man.
Hey,
Listen,
Olu, game week 4.
bring it on.
Game week 4.
he's on it. He's on it.
James,
I can't wait. I can't
All I'm
wait.
saying
Should be
is
good.
After
Should be
the,
fun.
after
But
the
before
Kendrick,
then,
after the Kendrick
Let's
Drake
go.
beef, I realized that I didn't hate enough. So
What? Wait. What is Hanif calling you today, by the way? What are you?
Nah, I don't know. It's not me. That's
You like
Stefan.
1885 or something like
That's
that?
Stefan. That's not me, man. Never me.
mad thing.
I'll block him.
Yeah, listen.
Oh no, wait, it's gone 12. It's 1886.
Apart from Tune and Preach, any final words, guys? No.
Nah, man, I'm good, man.
Aye, big up. It's been a. I thought it was gonna be a short show, you know. But
Never is, man.
Too much fun. Too much fun.
Actually, you know what? You know what I want to say? I'm not gonna big up my own thing. I'm gonna big up Chinks today. I've been catching up on some of his social media. Kid and Chinks.
Big up, man.
Find Kid and
Appreciate
Chinks
that.
on YouTube. Some of the stuff is hilarious.
Big
Go and
up,
check
man.
it out, people.
Appreciate that.
Big up,
man.
big up, big up, Kid and Chicks, man. Check it out on all socials, man. Instagram and we say YouTube. Yeah, it's all there,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Big up, big up.
Patreon, all that. Find it. Trust me,
And
it's
you know what?
hilarious.
Big up Fair Play TV. Preacher's been lazy. We had a show the other week. I've been waiting for a next one. There ain't
wow.
no next show.
Call a man out on that.
Limited
Yeah,
spending,
man.
limited spending.
And Toon, any plug? Sorry, any plugs too? The actual plugs.
Why is the first thing sorry, Chinks? What's the first thing I see? Is I got scammed for my crypto.
Fucking hell.
I got a show coming out today. It's Thursday. Goodness gracious. I got a show coming out today. So we're going to be talking about the Sesko, Isak, all the other transfers.
You're a pussy.
Remove him from the show, man. Get this dickhead out of here. What's going on?
You don't even know who that is. You can't see his whole face. Oh, you can.
This guy is.
Yeah, that's what you wanted, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
There
what
you
I'm
go. There
saying.
you go. That's what you wanted. That's what
see
you
it.
wanted, isn't it? The whole show. Sorry, Toon, you were saying. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I weren't paying attention. Sorry.
Sheesh, that's a bit weird having another man on your wall like that. But all right, cool. So Newcastle Toon Tactics TV tonight, 10 p.m. Tune in, guys. Been getting really good traction lately. So appreciate that.
Big
So,
up.
Yes, make sure you follow all of these guys, man. They're legends in their own right. Obviously, you can catch Olu here as well on this show, and
he's a legend in his
other channels. But we're here to promote this channel, so
Yeah, man.
you get me.
If you want football insights with comedy, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure you hit the like and share and subscribe on the way out. We out, people.
Big up.
Big up.
Later.
Later.